and to kickstart our Wednesday is the most beautiful and artistic image sent through by Ursula representing Cradock. I mean, look at that. Ursula, I haven't seen a sunrise view like this in a very long time. Usually we go for purples, but this time around your artistic ways lean towards the blues and the lilacs and the pinks in the sky, and you will kindly be rewarded with 12 degrees for your side of town. Thank you, Ursula, for sharing what your morning looks like, and you could do that too, Mzansi. 0630369649 is how you get in touch and see if you can beat what Ursula has really set the bar pretty high on. But now let's get into your temperatures to see what the rest of the country can experience today.
All right, so chilly in parts, we get that. We'll keep you indoors for the next 3 hours and we will warm you up with a bit of exercise.
Oh, you're reminding me. Okay, let's get into it. This is what we're doing on this Wednesday morning. It is Women's Month, so we are celebrating women in movement, and that includes me and it includes you. So our girl Kathleen is back again, and she's going to show us exactly how to move on this beautiful morning.
This whole morning I've been trying to remember what the saying is. It's shredding for the wedding. That's what it is.
We are shredding for the wedding.
Man, it's taken me about 6 months to remember that. Absolutely awesome. Now, I think over this period, obviously a spotlight on women-driven networks and mentorship and how vitally important that is for women within that community. And we're going to meet Saham Bateman, who is pressing that button in the most powerful way, offering young girls in particular, I think, a vital gateway in their own lives, that critical mentorship to help them shine. It's exponential growth when you get that kind of support, and we are here for that, and we're here for this workout. We'll see you now.
Let's go.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back. The size of my smile should be indication enough that you are in the right place. Thank you so much for choosing to start your day with us. We understand you have many choices. This is the right one. Certainly over Women's Month, we are feeling empowered this month. And I say we loosely, obviously not being a woman, but I'm surrounded by incredible human beings doing the most. And we shine a light on the resilience, the power of South African women who are now rewriting the story, thankfully, for the next generation. Saham Bateman grew up in a community affected by gangs and violence in the worst possible way, where the odds were definitely stacked against her and her community. But instead of becoming a product of that environment, she used it to fuel herself, to fuel her passion to uplift others. And today, she's a life coach, she's a speaker, and a founder of Ignite, a mentorship group that is guiding young girls away from violence and towards purpose. And through her personal story of survival and transformation, she is now showing all of us where you come from doesn't define where you are going. I think that intro alone deserves a round of applause. Welcome, Saham. And now we almost have a live studio audience with about 1,000 amazing marimba players around us. Marimba Jam is here to continue their world record-breaking feats. But we are focused on you as just one individual changing the world. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
You speak very openly, thankfully, and quite vulnerably about the conditions that you grew up in. Not too far away from us now, there are bullet holes in the walls that kids have to walk through, walk past the actual bullets every single day of their life. Just talk us through how you began and what led to this clear shift, taking control of your environment, your situation.
Okay, so first let me just rectify it a little bit because I work with girls from gang-affected communities. I grew up with sexual molestation and I was physically abused. So that's my beginning and that's my reasoning for actually starting Ignite and working with girls from these communities, which is really, really important to me. So for me, you know, abuse is a very lonely place to be, because especially when it's inflicted upon you by family members or people that's supposed to protect you and love you. And that's often the case. And you are very alone in it because often abusers are very well liked outside of your families or your communities.
Hence the access that they have.
Yes, and so you feel alone in that because you don't feel like you can say anything or you can do anything about it. So you sit in silence, and starting Ignite was all about being able to give a voice to these girls who are going through this at the moment. And I find that there are so many, like you said, in South Africa at the moment, no matter where we're looking.
It's the baseline of existence in this country.
It is the baseline, and I think it shouldn't be the norm, but unfortunately it is the norm. You know, mentoring, I've mentored 10 girls from Eldorado Park in Johannesburg.
Oh, wow.
I've been mentoring for over a decade now. So, and for me, what led to it was the abuse that has been able to do that.
Where did you find your voice? How were you set against what you have just described? How were you able to find this power?
I think not having a voice has pushed me to want one.
To scream into the wind off the mountaintops.
I think that, you know, you're quiet for so long, you're told to lie about it, don't say anything, don't let anybody know what you're doing. And it becomes such a norm that eventually when you grow up, you're just so tired of it. And you look at it and you say,
hurtful,
well, I don't, you're hurtful, exactly. You're absolutely hurtful. And you're just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to speak my truth. I want to be heard, and I want to be a voice for others.
Is that enough to prompt other young girls to be able to do it? Because I'm looking at this space thinking, it's one thing getting to that point yourself. How do you teach that? How do you facilitate then in a young girl?
Being a life coach myself, obviously, I absolutely know that the way we empower ourselves is through our mind. Our circumstances does not define us. And when we can teach people how to take control of their mind, we can teach people how to empower themselves, especially young girls. They're able to go off and do great things. And so the whole coaching program and mentoring program for Ignite is to help girls empower themselves.
Oh, I love that. Because ultimately, that's all you've got. You can take all the other structures away. You can hand over responsibility to government, to social structures, to your school. Ultimately, you're going to have to find it within yourself. To the young girls that are sitting on that verge right now, that are terrified to reach out because of the reasons, all valid, that you have said, what would you say to them right now? How do they speak to themselves in these moments?
I think firstly is acknowledging that what's happening is wrong. Because I think for me, that was the biggest thing for me, was being able to admit that it was wrong. Because it's someone you love, because it's someone that's supposed to protect you, you think it's okay and you excuse the behavior. And I think that the first step is acknowledging that it's not okay, it doesn't matter who it is, it's not okay to be treated like a boxing bag. It's not okay to be treated for your body to be taken advantage of in any kind of way. And I think that's extremely important. And once you can acknowledge that and you see that it's a problem, and if you are someone that already see it, you know it's wrong, then you've got to also decide, because it's a choice afterwards. What someone does to you in that moment is on you.
Believe it or not, it is a choice.
What you do with it later on, that's completely on yourself. What they do is on them, but what you do is on you for going forward. So you can be a victim of your history, or you can choose to be a master of your destiny. That's the choices that you have. And so those who decide that I no longer want to be a victim, I want to start being a master, they start working on their mind, because that's how you're going to empower yourself going forward.
Unbreakable. I love this. Thank you so much for doing this. Well, today, for making yourself vulnerable in this way so that others can connect, but for doing this every day. Thank you so much. The gateways that we create for young children at these critical spaces, we can turn trauma into absolute power, but the shift has to happen from within. Thank you so much for being that leading light. I hope we are going to continue conversations like this every day. We're going to keep the details up on our socials. If you want to connect, if you want to add to the conversation, please do that. And of course, you know that our social media team is absolutely amazing. They will stay connected with you. And hopefully we can empower you not just through the mind, but through the body today as well. So, Harm, thank you so much for joining us today. We're not going to make you do a workout this morning. You have earned the right to sidestep that. But Carissa has been on the most transformative journey, is about to take one for the team. Thank you, my friend.
Oh, it is such a pleasure, Grace, especially when I'm joined by the wonderful woman that I am today. And it is Women's Month. We are in August, and we're celebrating strength and resilience and, of course, confidence with a high-energy session from our girl, Kathleen Lowe, founder and head trainer at Fitness Fanatics. Now, whether you're just starting out, it's okay, or you're a seasoned gym goer, this workout is for every kind of woman, ready to just take up space, own her power, and move with purpose. So, Kathleen, let's go. What are we getting into today?
Good morning,
Good
Carissa.
morning.
Today we do a low impact with lightweight
Well, there you go.
training. It's specially designed for women to remind them about never to skip abs day. Like they say, never skip leg day.
Never skip
so
abs
it's a
day.
reminder, never skip abs day. So we will do 8 movements. Each movement will have 4 repetitions. So we start on the right side. I will show you which side we start.
Amazing.
And then each exercise, you will repeat it 4 times, and then we just continue.
Well, there you have it. That's the breakdown, but we're going to be in this together. Feel good, fam. Grab something weighty that you might have around you, a can, if you will, and let's get into this workout.
Okay. And so our first one is a side crunch. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the second one, knee to elbow.
Gotcha.
So the same side 4 times, 3, 4, and then other side again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we repeat. Other side, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go again. 1, 2,
Coordination.
3, 4. Change. 1, 2. Engage your core. It's important. So which means navel towards your spine. So let's go again. Other side. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our next movement. 1, 2,
Same leg.
3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side.
1 kilogram.
2.
You would think it's not much,
3,
but just having that
4.
extra weight
Again.
really is
1.
worth it.
Again.
Other
Side.
leg.
Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, at your spot, go down, down, and up. Again, down. Now drop your arms and raise, down. Inhale, exhale, there you go. And up, and up. Stay there, and up again.
So would you recommend low impact workouts to all women out there?
Yes, this is beginner friendly. And especially those at home, you can do it wherever you want to,
That's true.
anywhere, at home, in your office space,
In your office space.
wherever you are, keep moving. Right, we go to the side. Go down and up, down, up, stay there, up, 4, switch over, down, way, up, down, up, down, keep your core engaged, down and up, down and up. Now we come up again, right here, so side, 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 keep your core engaged, there you go, up, open, cross, stay there, up, 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 up.
It really helps to have encouragement. Every time Kathleen is
Yes.
like, Moy, I'm like, yes, I got this, I can do it.
Keep going. Right, let's go back to the top.
Okay.
Up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, keep going.
Thank you, G-Man.
Keep going. Right,
You know it's bad when I'm not even talking.
right, same side, just opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch over. 1, 2, 3, 4, till 6.
All right, Expresso
And
fam,
then,
I hope you're
there you
joining
go.
us on this one.
Now we change again. Go. 1,
I can't be doing
2,
this alone
3,
on this Wednesday morning.
4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, the last one.
Okay.
Sumo squat. Lekker weg. There you go.
All the way
Stay
down?
there. Yes. Now open. Let's go. 1,
Woo.
2, 3,
Oh, we've just got
4.
just under 60
yes, tuck
seconds
your
to
core.
go.
Keep going.
Oh my God.
2. That's our finisher. Keep going.
Woo.
And 1,
We gotta finish strong.
2.
Let's do this.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's drop it. Stay
Oh, the legs are
That's
burning. Okay,
Okay.
let's end with something really strong. And then we'll go into a well-deserved break. And when we come back, so many good things are coming your way, including the Culinary Hotline Bling.
there.
Woo! Thank you so much, and I hope you tuned at home as well. In just a bit, we'll get into the goodness of all of that. But one more movement to finish off with. Kathleen, where are we going?
Right, so now let's go. We kick back. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the beat. 1, 2. Keep your back
what's
straight.
that being beat?
Core engaged. Stay there. 1, 2.
Only you can make my It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back on a culinary-inspired day on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're going to leave our studio right now to find, I think a home away from home, certainly for us, nestled in the heart of Cape Town's iconic V&A waterfront. Marble Restaurant is where flame meets flavor in the most spectacular and very South African way. Known for its bold wood-fired cooking and breathtaking views, obviously, Marble recently unveiled a menu inspired by the vibrant tradition of South Africa's 7 colors, reimagining Sunday lunch with elegance and soul. So, of course, we had to get there, get our culinary team and Carissa there to experience the celebration of heritage of color, yes, and world-class dining.
Now, when it comes to iconic South African dining, very few do it quite like the fiery Marble. And now the much celebrated Culinary brand has expanded into the mother city right here at the V&A waterfront. Now think about the bold flavors, but pairing with the coastal twist, it's going to be such an exciting journey that we're about to embark on. And I've heard something about 7 colors being included on the menu. Sign me up, please. I'm so excited, and so much so that I brought along a couple of my colleagues to celebrate the atmosphere and also the wonderful flavors that we're about to enjoy. All right, Chef Pam, thank you so much for having us here. 7 colors. When I saw that, I immediately said, this is ace course. How exactly do you incorporate that into the Marble menu?
So what we've done, it's basically easy for us because we are doing mainly stuff that is very 7 colorsy here because of vibrant flavors, vibrant colors, and most importantly, flavorful food. So it was very easy to bind the menu into this one-in-a-lifetime opportunity, just to bring the conversations in, just to fill tummies and make everyone happy. And yes, so everyone can basically come here to be themselves and enjoy with their aunties and their uncles, grandparents, grandkids, and just basically anyone in the family.
Presentation of the dishes, I would give it a 10 out of 10. I love that it was served family style, considering that it is a 7 colors menu.
I won't lie, Chef Pam, it's quite warm here, which is welcomed on a cold winter's day like today, but I know it's the fire in the background. How do you incorporate this beautiful fire along with your cooking?
So most of the food is wood-fired, your vegetables, your seafood, and your meat. We mainly specialize in this beautiful grill just to showcase how many different kinds of cookings can be done on it. And it just adds a lot of robust flavor in our meals. Anyone can come here, especially on a cold winter's day like this, just to experience live cooking from the incredible chefs we have, the hard work that goes into setting the fire on and having it at actually the right temperature, and just everyone feeling the warmth and the love. You can definitely taste the love in the food.
Okay, Cruz, you've all eaten. Maggies vol oortjies too. What has been your overall experience at Marble?
The overall experience for me has been nice. The food was delicious. I can't complain, and the vibe here is really chilled. I think it's my style.
Okay, so we'll be seeing you again here in the future. What's been your favorite dish so far?
The pumpkin and the carrots, those were really delicious. And then the potatoes, there was so much texture in the potatoes. That's so divine. I really like that. And maybe the chicken.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised you haven't said any of the meats. 10 out of 10 for the chicken for Cruz. Now, we're quite familiar with the Joburg Marble, but bringing it to Cape Town, what difference can we expect?
Cape Town has married into the Joburg menu, but here you can also find quite a large variety of seafood. We have quite amazing options on the menu. What we've done is to just mix them with what is usually done in Marble Joburg, because we are one after all, and the menu is just wider and more options, fresher seafood options, and it's local, and that's what we love about it.
Now, for those people that have never experienced Marble before, when they sit down, what can they prepare themselves for when it comes to the taste?
I think bring your palates ready, honestly, because it changes your palate in a way. You're going to experience things you've never, flavors, tinkles, anything really we bring to the table. But just expect robust flavors and smokiness and just rich, creamy food.
So when it comes to the 7 colors menu, what are some of the must-tries that you cannot leave here without having?
So definitely our welcome bread, because that's our signature style bread, our focaccia that's done in our pizza oven. Our fresh vegetables, I will never miss out on an opportunity to get wood-fired vegetables. And then, of course, our brisket. And then you can also try our cheese trolley, which is curated by Chef Karen Dudley, which is another added bonus. But there's mainly everything on the menu, but jump for the things that I listed.
My favorite dish on the menu today has to be the brisket with gravy and the broccolini topped with chili crunch. It was absolutely delicious.
My favorite dish today definitely has to be the starter, which was the flatbread with a panko fried avo. Just give me everything and pack it in a scuffed tin. It was so good. To sum up the experience here today at Marble Cape Town, good food, even better vibes, live music, definitely coming back.
And if you could take any dish home, maybe even replicate it, which of the few would you choose?
Since I love chicken, I'll go with the chicken. And then it was literally spicy. I loved it. It was really nice.
As long as it got that cruise stamp of approval, we're good.
Yep.
My overall experience at Marble today, the food was absolutely delicious. The views were breathtaking and the staff was so friendly. So I'll definitely be back again.
Family, food, and fire. Three of my favorite F words that we got to experience today at Marble 7 Color Sundays. If you're looking for a culinary experience that feels just like home, this is the place to be. So stay tuned to see where we head off next.
Oh man, I'm still dreaming about that moment. 7 Colors brought to our shores right here in the Mother City, which is exactly why and what has inspired our first installment of our culinary hotline bling. It's fine, I'll forgive you. We also teach Chef Pam in a bit exactly what we do here on a Wednesday. We're turning up the flavor on today's culinary hotline with head pastry chef Pamela Mokabo from the prestigious Marble restaurant in Cape Town. Now she's here to tease us with 3 exceptional dishes that celebrate local ingredients, Cape flavors, and the magic of Marble's refined fire cooking philosophy. Now to kick things off with a refined starter, this is your take on a beef tartare. Now remember, if you have any questions, let us know on our culinary questions and our conundrums on 0630369649. All right, chef, what are we doing today?
Hi, so we're going to start off with our beef tartare dish, which we are using a shawarma beef, which is a very fine product because the meat is very nice and tender, and the marbling on the meat is just perfect for this dish because you can make the dish, and because we're not in my normal space of cooking. There's no grill, there's no fire. You're still going to get the fire from the flavors. You're going to feel it even though you can't see the fire. So what we're going to...
We'll bring the fire from within.
Definitely.
Wait, for those people who don't know what beef tartare is, can you explain the dish?
So beef tartare is a different take on how you can really eat meat. It's eaten raw, and it's just dressed beautifully in different variations of what you can add to it. So what we've done is basically... I can't tell you all the secrets, but you're going to have to see them. But yes, so...
Wait, eating raw beef is a little bit intimidating.
It is.
But you're saying it's okay. It just depends on the cut of meat, maybe.
It's okay, yes.
Okay.
So just like the beef we're going to be using, which is a fillet, which is more tender and more on the... You can really absorb and mix it with, like I said, anything. Yes.
Okay, so what do we do with this chunk of meat right here?
So what we're going to first do is to just clean out the sinew, all the fat you don't want, considering it's really raw. So you also don't want the excess
rawness to
it, the excess rubbery, the fat from it. But as you can see, we're just going to clean the outside and then get the pinkish interior. That's just going to blend well with every other flavor I'm going to be mixing.
Amazing. Well, let's get to it. Okay, I'm going to leave you to these chefing moments because clearly you're the professional between us.
Yes, definitely.
I love that loud agreement. Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
You sure are. How long have you been cooking, chef?
So I have been cooking for 11 years this year.
Wow.
Yes, I'm celebrating 11 years of doing this. And honestly, it's been a ride. And I can't regret anything thus far. And I'm spoilt enough to live in this beautiful city where food is just celebrated and there's just different cuisines and different cultures that are blended into one. And yeah, so I'm just excited to be doing what I love.
Oh, I'm excited that we
For
can
many
bring
more
you on
years.
here. Yes, and we wish you so many more years of success.
Yes, thank you so much.
So you've cut up the meat and now we're making it even smaller.
Yes, so because it's raw, you also don't want to be chewing forever.
That's true.
So basically, this is what it
we
should
get
be like.
to.
This is what you want. Beautiful. I just want to show you the cube size that's most preferable for this. So we need to go small, so that is just bite size and you're not chewing forever.
I'm scared. You say that I could just eat this straight up.
Listen, you can eat this straight up because it's dressed so beautifully. You're not even going
Okay.
to taste that it's raw. But most people wouldn't go for this, but it's really for the bold.
Okay, well, if you say
Yes.
bold, then I'm stepping on up. Okay,
Yes.
so we chop it up a little bit smaller that we get this product at the
We
end
get
of
this
the day.
product at the
All right,
end.
chef, what are the next moves?
I'm going to throw a literal lick of this mustard.
Okay.
Just to know what mustard does to beef. It just enhances the flavor and just blends well with this particular dish. I am going to add some salt.
Okay.
Because
Flaky salt too.
we
Nice.
love flaky salt because it's just, it gets to the point and it's crunchy and just adds more flavor to the dish.
That's right.
And then I'm going to add some pepper just to elevate the dish more. Because it's raw,
You want to
add a bit more.
Yes.
Let's do that.
I'm
And then
not
over
mad at
here, I'm going to add chives just to enhance the meat flavor itself, you know. Another thing that blends quite well with this dish is the egg yolks. So the egg yolks are also raw, unfortunately.
Lord, you are pushing us
so
out
it
today.
is a very bold dish in itself.
Yes.
I just
What do you
want
need?
to wipe this. I don't want to cross-contaminate.
Okay, so how can I
Which
help
is
you?
a big thing also in our industry,
Right.
cross-contamination, especially dealing with raw ingredients. I'm just going to cut, maybe you do this for me.
Okay, let me do something.
Are you sure?
No, but I'll do it for you. Which knife must I use? Okay, let me grab another knife. I
please
know.
grab another
I'm
knife.
acting like this isn't my kitchen. I know.
grab another knife.
I've got knives here. Okay, so we just like dicing them?
Yes.
Okay.
Not dice, but finely chop.
Finely chopping.
Gonna
my
finely
bad.
chop them, yes.
Okay.
So in the kitchen, I'd usually kill you for those, but it's fine.
No,
Let's do this.
show me,
Let's
show me.
do
What am I
this.
doing?
Let me
What
show
am
you
I
the right
doing?
way. So basically with chives, because you see they're still connected there, you're gonna kind of sort of wanna.
I blame
Also,
the
that
knife,
other
it's not
secret, yes, let's blame this knife for the unpreparedness of this dish. So they should need to be finer, considering this dish is quite a smooth journey, really.
Oh, wow, look at the difference of that. I was giving you whole strings of chives.
Listen, everyone is included in this dish.
Amen.
Especially because I'm
Diverse.
doing with you. And then because your board, we've cut our chives already on there. I'm not going to cut the sweet potato on here. So the sweet potato is going well with this dish because it just brings an element of crunchiness, which this dish doesn't have because I've been mentioning how everything else is smooth and just easy on the palate.
All right.
I'm going to ask you to just cut the tips off.
tips
and then this, I might have to definitely help you because it's very dangerous. So we are using this just to finely slice the chips so that you can
Okay.
easily scoop out that beef tartare.
Oh, they turn out like this, and it's
yes.
quite thin.
That's
hey?
what we want.
All right. So, how do we do that? So I can do it while you are busy finishing
Yes.
the dish.
So I've set this on a setting that is already fine so that
Okay.
we don't have to struggle.
Chef, please show me.
So basically,
Okay.
you want your hand over here.
Yeah.
This is one of the biggest weapons in the kitchen, just by the way. I've
It
watched
seems like my
people-
fingers are gonna.
I've watched people bleed on counters. Yes. So
And you
it's,
trust me.
it's quite
I can do it.
dangerous.
I can do it.
You see, so this is the perfect size that we want, perfectly thin.
Okay, I'll go
just
very
to deep
slowly.
fry,
We can switch the pan on.
please.
And
Please do.
then you can finish up your tartar. So we've got the chives in,
We've got the
flavors
chives
of
in,
salt,
the mustard
pepper.
is in. I'm going to throw in a bit of lemon juice just to enhance everything else.
Okay.
Like I said, we work with quite bold flavors, so it's important to just actually let the main element of the dish just speak for itself. I'm going to also transfer this into a bigger bowl.
Okay.
Already it smells so good and it's marrying well together.
Does the lemon help cook it at all? A little bit.
Just a little bit. Also, it's to make you feel better about this whole raw situation.
Please, just ease me into this gently, slowly.
So I am going to use just one egg yolk.
Okay.
Over here.
Oh, you know what? My chips versus your chips. Mine is a little rustic.
Listen, we use everything.
We
That's
do.
The thing. That's the thing. Also, rustic and marble and everything that looks natural, they
go together.
They go well together. Also, the one element that brings the smokiness, considering we're not doing this on a grill now, is the aubergine puree, which is a white, creamy, garlicky aubergine puree that just brings in the smoky flavor. You taste like you're eating something on the grill, which is not on the grill. So we're mimicking the whole grill experience so that you're not left out.
Oh, thank you. We don't want to be left out of anything, Chef Pam. All right, so we're going to continue with this, but take a short break. We'll be right back in just a little bit. We're going to also, of course, fry our potatoes, our sweet potatoes, so that they turn out golden and crunchy like this. Like Chef Pam said, we're going to take that and dip it in to our tartar. Now, if you want to cook along with us and along with Marble and the cuisine, the fiery cuisine they bring, on the bottom right of your screen is a QR code. Whip your phone out, open the camera, scan it over your screen, and it will take you to the recipe tab at expressoshow.com. And then it's that easy. You can also make beef tartare just like us. Don't be scared. Don't be intimidated. It's going to be delicious. I say this with all fingers crossed. We'll taste it in just a little bit. But that was the first installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling. You say ting, ting, ting.
Ting, ting, ting.
Don't worry.
Yes, Chef Pam will be back in a bit.
Thank you.
Our culinary jingle will soon have some marimbas added to it. Welcome, Marimba Jam. Give yourselves a round of applause. Why? Because they world champions, baby! A Guinness World Record has been achieved, and they're going to take us inside that magical moment. Then we're back in the kitchen for Chef Pam's snook pate and magwinya. It's going to be amazing. And again, you can scan that QR code and cook along. We'll see you now. Well done, you beauties. Come on!
Introducing Signature Curve Denim, designed by South Africans for South Africans. Each pair is expertly crafted to honor every curve and every line of your natural form. This denim moves with you, blending soft structure with effortless comfort and elegance. Capture your confidence. Take a mirror selfie trying on the Signature Curve by Guess. Tag guess.sa on Instagram and stand a chance to win a pair. Signature Curve Denim. Our shape, our hands, our signature. Competition ends 31 August. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. We promised a record-breaking moment, and Team RSA has delivered. We are here for this. A decade-long dream finally came true this weekend past when 1,276, to be specific, marimba players from across South Africa and Zimbabwe came together at the Grand Arena in Grand Western Cape Town to set a new Guinness World Record title for the largest ever marimba ensemble in the world. And they have officially dethroned Guatemala's standing record of 550 players, and they have put South Africa firmly on the global stage for a record-breaking celebration of culture, community, and yes, music. Can we give them a round of applause? Well done. Congratulations, team. And a very proud Mama Bear is joining us this morning, founder of the incredible Marimba Jam, NPO Kiara Ramklas, and we are so proud of her and we cannot wait to delve into what this means. But please, can you hold that gorgeous little piece of paper up? Look at that. Yes, you can give it a whoop whoop. Well done. Can you put that on a T-shirt and give it to everyone? Just spread it around. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
A lot of work went into this. I've spoken to some of the marimba players because they were like just about half of South Africa was in that marimba performance. Very big challenge. Why did you want to do this? What was the motivation?
Breaking Guinness World Record for us was something that could put the South African marimba on the global map. It's to take the craft that we love so much and take it to the next level. It's about coming together as South Africans to unite in harmony and,
Exactly.
you know, break a world record. It's about children as young as 8 years old now being world champions for South Africa and being those heroes that we love to see on our screens. It's something which I think gives us a sense of pride in our music.
Sure.
And of course, brought us together to celebrate and achieve this world record for South Africa.
And it's them playing in the Rugby World Cup that's doing it. Now it's us.
Exactly.
I say us loosely. I'm just going to throw myself in the mix here. What was the most challenging part? It's one thing having the idea, it's another thing executing with over 1,000 people playing in harmony.
We faced a number of challenges. I mean, one, these are massive instruments. So for schools to come from across the country, including Zimbabwe, and travel with these instruments, I mean, we had to hire trucks. You know, they were on buses and planes. We also had to plot every single child on a floor plan according to scale in the Grand Arena.
Wow.
Following the Guinness World Record guidelines was, you know, something, it was a mammoth task.
And you've got to tick every box, otherwise you fall
got
at the
to,
finish
you know.
line, yeah.
Every child had to be counted with a unique QR code so that Guinness didn't think we were cheating. So yeah, but it was amazing that it all came together.
Well done, because logistically, that alone, I think a lot of people are like, I'm not even going to go there. Did you employ one particular technique? How did you get this right and bring everyone onto the same page? Because you only had like an afternoon to essentially rehearse with everyone in the same venue.
Yeah, it was incredible. We had sent videos, sheet music to schools across the country. They were learning it in their own schools. And when we came together, we actually hoped to keep everyone in time with the drum. But then there was a delay in the arena with the sound of the conductor. So we had to clap and we kept everyone in time. And honestly, first time 1,100 were playing together. And I think they did an amazing job to keep in time and actually get that right.
Well, you did it. By the strictest of conditions, you were able to pull it off, which is amazing. I'm sure within this, a full circle moment for the NPO to know what you can achieve once you put the passion and the purpose into the right space. But you wanted this to be about more than just a record-breaking moment. What does this really represent for you and the organization?
You know, the marimba, we see it in schools across the socioeconomic spectrum, from private schools to township schools to NGOs. The marimba is there, and it's something that we love, and it transcends these socioeconomic barriers in South Africa. So I think for us, that sense of Ubuntu, that sense of coming together over the shared culture of the South African instrument is special, it's powerful, and it speaks to our motto, which is finding harmony in community. In a world right now where there's a lot of disharmony,
it's the most polarized I feel like we've ever been in my life. Just incredible.
For us to be that symbol was powerful.
Very much so. I love everything that's being woven together here because it's created a platform for you to grow exponentially. What's next, and how do we book you for our corporate event?
Thank you for asking. So we do have a program where these are the high school youngsters, part of our Marimba Jam Prestige
only still at school?
Yeah. But then we
come
also have an academy. So when they leave school, they can be trained as professional marimba players in the industry and teachers. And these guys go out, they do the corporate gigs, weddings, performances like that. But something incredibly exciting is coming next year. We are launching the Marimba World Championships right here in South Africa, and we are inviting everyone from around the world to come join us in this brand new endeavor.
I love that. I think the Southern African bloc is going to do quite well with this one. Congratulations. One of you had this look of like world champs. Yes, this world champs are coming next year. But we're going to focus on what we've achieved right now. A Guinness World Record. Absolutely amazing. You've got 3 performances for us. Give us just a taste. What's one song you're going to perform for us today?
So we got the theme song of Interstellar, these guys performing on the main stage. It's goosebumps.
I've already got the goosebumps. Well, you can start preparing your bumps in the meantime. It is going to be a spectacular moment. Why? Because it's a moment that literally captured the imagination of the entire world. Team RSA, in our DNA in the most powerful way. The Marimba Jam superstars are going to be performing just now. Let's get into those official duties before the party starts.
Oh, congratulations once again to Kiara and everybody in studio. I can't wait for you to be blown away by the record-breaking goodness that's coming your way soon by Marimba Jam. For now, though, I'm going to blow you away just a little bit because you could hit it lucky by playing Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 32 million rand, and that is in total estimated jackpots, and it all goes down this Wednesday, so do not get left behind. Play Lotto for an estimated 23 million rand, and then you get Lotto Plus 1 for 3 million rand, plus you get Lotto Plus 2 for 8 million rand today. Now, you can buy your tickets in store when they open on nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply just dial *120 *7529 hash, and that's for your USSD. Now, of course, all these details are on our social media pages. You can find us at Expresso Show. Then make sure you get yourself in the running to win big by playing Lotto, Lotto Plus 1, and of course, Lotto Plus 2 for 34 million rand in total estimated jackpots. But you have to play now. So while you think about those lucky numbers, no, we can't give them to you. But what we can give you is another installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling. And we are bringing in Chef Pam once again with her fiery fierceness. And she's going to be taking on amagwinya like you've never seen before, because we're adding some snoek pate on it. Yes, it is some Cape flavor brought in with that Mzansi flair. It comes your way straight after this.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here. Expresso on S3. 1 hour has officially been wrapped. Now let's get the second one started with your national news headlines. And a congratulatory start at that, where Mpumalanga Premier Mandla Ndlovu yesterday officially opened Mkondo Boarding School, the province's 6th funded residential school. Now constructed at a cost exceeding 700 million rand, the campus boasts 32 classrooms, science and computer laboratories, a recreation center, and accommodation for nearly 80 teachers. Now, currently, over 400 primary and grade R learners attend, many transferring from closed farm schools. With plans to introduce high school grades next year, enrollment is expected to rise to 1,200. Now, the school reflects Mpumalanga's commitment to providing quality full-time education in a supportive environment. In other national news, police operations at Sheba Gold Mine in Barberton, Mpumalanga, have led to the arrest of over 500 suspected illegal miners since Friday. Now, yesterday alone, 28 more were detained, including one who required assistance due to injury. Previously, 494 suspects appeared in court. Those with fixed South African addresses were granted bail, while others remain in custody. Authorities continue to investigate whether any miners remain underground. The crackdown highlights ongoing challenges with illegal mining in the province. In your international news making headlines, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has again hinted at plans for long-term control over Gaza once the war ends, fueling concerns of possible annexation. He told Israeli media that the military would continue operating throughout Gaza and maintain overall security control, even if local governance structures are established. The remarks have alarmed Palestinians and drawn criticism from international observers, who say such actions could deepen tensions and undermine peace efforts. Meanwhile, Israeli attacks and the humanitarian crisis in Gaza continue to escalate, with calls growing louder for a ceasefire and diplomatic resolution. Meanwhile, news on the continent, Rwanda has agreed to accept up to 250 migrants deported from the United States under a deal signed in Kigali this June as part of Trump's administration's wider immigration strategy. Now, the agreement includes vetting processes and provides deportees with job training, housing, and healthcare. Rwanda highlights its commitment to reintegration and rehabilitation, reflecting its own history of displacement. Now, the arrangement may be expanded by mutual consent, and deportees are not obliged to remain permanently. Let's close up your 7 o'clock news with some more record-breaking news. Little Nash Keane recently celebrated his first birthday, smashing records as the most premature baby ever to survive, earning a Guinness World Record. Born at just 21 weeks, 133 days early, and weighing a mere 285 grams, roughly the size of a bar of soap, Nash's survival was nothing short of a miracle. After 6 intense months of the University of Iowa's Children's Hospital's NICU, he finally went home in January, amazing everyone with his fierce determination. Still in oxygen and tube-fed, the little warrior's already rolling over and testing his strength, all while flashing a joyful grin his parents call pure magic. Now, his birthday was a triumphant celebration of hope, love, and definitely of resilience. We can definitely take a page out of his book. We know about resilience, but this one is a story of note. That's where we leave your 7 o'clock news. Let's get into some sporting highlights. Here's Graham with the latest.
Thank you so much, my friend. Let's make the circle bigger. We are dealing with a lot of permutations off the field in our sports today. Let's start with rugby, and Wallabies coach Joe Schmidt. He can now pick as many overseas-based stars as he wants. That was after Rugby Australia scrapped the limits under the Giteau law. So high-performance chief Peter Horn, he confirmed this rule is, quote, redundant as Australia mirrors the Springboks' now approach of expanding its selection pool beyond home shores to boost depth ahead of future tests. I think once again, kicking South Africa out of Super Rugby. Let's stay with rugby news, and this is great news. The Irish Rugby Football Union will keep the legal tackle height below the sternum for the 2025-26 season. And that's after very encouraging early data has showed fewer injuries over the past 2 years. So introduced in 2023 as part of a World Rugby trial, the rule aims to cut head impacts and concussion risks, with similar measures also being adopted in England and Scotland, and hopefully more widespread as we move forward. Now let's get into some footballing news, and starting from next season, Serie A referees will provide live explanations of VAR decisions, and that's in stadiums and live on television. Referee designator Gianluca Rocci has now confirmed this. He described the change as a major step towards improving transparency, improving communication during the games, and of course the speed of decision making, which has been a major fan frustration. And the initiative follows similar trials in England and Germany. Italy's top flight season kicks off officially on the 23rd of August. Now, big moves off the road in cycling as well. So Belgian Olympic champion Remco Evenepoel will leave Soudal Quickstep to join, well, pretty much the enemy camp, Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe, at the end of the 2025 season. The 25-year-old Vuelta España winner, who claimed double gold in Paris last year, he opted not to extend his contract beyond 2026. He's had a bit of a rough year. Evenepoel returned to racing in April after a serious training accident in December, but then, of course, recently withdrew from the Tour de France, while in third place overall. So hopefully this marks the start of some normality and balance in his space moving forward. But that's where we leave our sport for now. We'll touch on those headlines at around 8 o'clock. I think the roads should be waking up. Let's see if there are any incidents to report on.
Well, thank you so much, Gray. Let's touch down with your roads out of Mitchell's Plain in Cape Town. There has been a crash on the N2 inbound after Spine Road. At the moment, no delays are expected, but there is congestion, so please approach with caution and, of course, practice patience as you head on out there. That's all we have for your roads for now. Let's get into your weather. In environmental news this morning, Nelson Mandela Bay Municipality has pledged to fully restore the sewer system at Kings Beach and nearby areas out in Ebeja. Now, this follows a recent sewage spill in the parking area after heavy rain, despite existing infrastructure. Cleanup and E. coli treatments are underway, and an additional bypass pump is being deployed to prevent further overflows. And meanwhile, the South African Weather Service has issued yellow level 1 warnings for damaging waves, and that is from Alexander Bay to Plettenberg Bay, and for severe thunderstorms with hail over the Free State as well as the eastern Northern Cape. All right, all roads lead to that sunrise view of this hour. And representing Rubik West is Verity. Well, good morning to you, Verity. And thank you so much for this epic image that once again looks like it could be a scene out of The Lion King. Wow, my goodness. Is this the opening credits? What is happening? Verity, you absolutely nailed this and definitely represented your side of town in the best way that you know how. I think you set the bar even higher than our 6 o'clock sunrise morning view. 063 though, 0369649 is how you get in touch with us if you feel like you could just do a little bit better. But that was a stunning morning view. Thank you so much, Verity. We wish you a beautiful day. But now, though, let's get into your temperatures for the rest of Mzansi.
Sure, -2, eh?
Cold one for Sutherland, my goodness.
I'll stop being precious about the cold down in our neck of the woods. No, we got you. Don't worry, we'll warm you up with some excitement because when you got a little something in the game, it is a lot more exciting.
It really is.
Okay, so if you play it safe, it's okay. Maybe you like to risk it all for the win. That's okay. Welcome to the ultimate high-stakes thrill ride. It's World Sports Betting's cash out game.
Oh, now this one is inspired by the online aviator sensation. And it's all about timing, okay? The longer you hold on, the higher your win climbs. But cash out before the plane flies away or it's game over.
And then you are crying. You're just sitting looking at your phone.
One single tear.
Why did you fly away? Now there'll be more than one single tear. The money is good. So you stand a chance to be this Friday, the 8th of August, first on Air Pilot and win 1,000 to 10,000 Rand if you cash out in time. So if you want to enter, you've got to reply to the competition post on the Expresso social pages and tell us this. Would you rather play it safe or risk it all for the jackpot, and why?
Oh, please risk it all. Please
Yeah,
risk it
come
all. Why
on.
not? You only live once.
Take
Drake
your
told us
shots.
that. Come on, man. And don't forget to use that hashtag World Sports Betting in your comment. Now, this week competition closes at 10 a.m. on Thursday, the 7th of August. Pretty sure that's tomorrow. So T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com and get to entering.
All right, so I'm trying to think of the menu here. We've got steak tartare.
Yes.
Did you have a taste?
No.
Is there any left?
I don't know if I will.
I'm going to.
Really?
I like the way she said the whole raw situation.
Raw egg, raw meat. Oh.
I'm here for that, bearing in mind I'm kind of carnivorous, so that is up my alley. And then maybe this ticks a few boxes for you, snook pate
That's
with
my thing.
queen. Yeah. We've got some beautiful hacks there, and of course, Chef Pam from the incredible Marble restaurant here, showing us how we do it down south, South African style. She's amazing.
Oh.
And she's a boss lady, eh?
She is such a boss lady, dominating our kitchen space that we don't mind at all. Come back for another installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Ting, ting, ting. Nice.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. It is the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ding, ding, ding. We'll have Marimbas involved in just a moment. They are sound checking. Marimba Jam is here to take us inside their record-breaking moment. It's a Guinness World Record. We love it. But of course, Chef Pamela is in the kitchen whipping up all of my favorite things. I might have dreamed you into existence. You know that?
I hope so.
Because I love steak tartare. You don't understand. I'm a carnivore. I lean into that, and it's worked so well for me. But when you see it like this. So talk me through this creation here before I have a taste, if I'm allowed
Yes,
to have
you
a
are.
taste.
This
Thank
This
you,
is
my
all
dear.
for you.
Thank you.
So over here we have the base of our beef tartare that we've beautifully mixed. We've paired it with eggplant puree, which just brings in the smokiness, like I mentioned earlier, and just ties the dish so beautifully well.
That's
but just
so
to
clever.
honor the South African heritage and the spice root and the pickling of our food, we've also incorporated the waterblommetjie, which just also helps and brings the nuttiness, tastes like artichoke, but also just blends everything together.
That's
also,
so clever.
the sweetness from your red onion. So I just hope it's a killer.
Oh, I'm most
it's a
interested
killer.
in that aioli, that smokiness.
Definitely. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Also, please don't finish all of
my
it by
word.
yourself. Don't finish all of it by yourself. So
I
yes.
am going to finish all of that.
Yes, so
that
that's...
is superb. Wow,
Thank
girl.
you so much.
And look how she's looking at me like, I know. Okay, I know this to be true. That is absolutely exquisite. And I get what you're saying about honoring each individual element. I'm tasting 5 different things at the same time,
Definitely.
which is mind-blowing. My little brain is like, what's going on?
A bit of confusion.
Snoek pate,
Yes.
we don't play around.
No.
But you guys do. You take things that we love and you play around.
Listen and make it into the simplest dishes. Simplest dishes, but with a fiery twist. That's us.
As
That's
you
what
do
we're known
in
for.
marble. Okay, so
That's what we're known for.
excuse me, let's fire in before I cover this whole place with steak tartare. Magwenya, obviously we're cheating the process just a little bit for the sake of TV.
Definitely, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
talk us through.
So over here we have our humble staple, very homey, very well known in South Africa, magwenya. We have our dough, which is a basic very recipe. We have your eastern, your flour, and we use a bit of butter just to incorporate, just to make it a bit richer, just to elevate it a bit.
Fortify it.
And then this dough, once you've well mixed it, which you can do by hand, which you can do by mixer, you just leave it to rise for about 30 minutes.
Okay.
And then it's just ready to fry. Really.
Okay.
Really, you portion it and it's ready to fry. But over here, I'm going to walk you through the snoek pate
so let's
itself.
swap sides.
Let's swap sides. I'm going to walk you through the snoek pate itself.
Beautiful.
So, because we are South African, we're known for our snoek, which we've just beautifully blended together. And I honestly believe that less is more. This dish just has 2 elements, but such pungent flavors, and it just takes you home.
Because snoek packs a punch.
It
There's
packs a
a reason
punch.
why we like it. And obviously you guys lean into, and I'm sorry, I say that term so much, but with you guys, there is a very clear lane. And obviously the smokiness.
Definitely.
You want to capture that
Yes.
element of it. And snoek is perfect sounding board for those smoky flavors, right?
Yes, and you get the best kind of snoek here in Cape Town, honestly, and it would be bad for us not to take advantage of that. So I'm just going to walk you through it. So this dish for me is literally the ultimate expression of the Cape heritage as a whole, and plus the coastal. It just brings so many things together, and with not so many elements. I know this is a bit overwhelming, but it's not so bad.
It comes together, it sings in harmony.
It just marries and ties together, and you get, of course, the fat cook. And then over here, I have our snoek pate. I have our snoek, which has just been pulled. You need to really make sure that the bones come off,
yeah,
because that's not what we
everyone,
want.
a South African understands the relationship with snoek and bones.
Yes.
And we accept it because we love our snoek.
Definitely.
We absolutely do.
So over here, I'm going to add your sour cream just to kind of bind that together. Also, the bit of tang from there is just going to help elevate the
Just a
dish.
little bit of acidity, okay.
Just to also tone down the bit of the smokiness, which just tends to be overpowering, which is what we don't want. Because every element in this dish just kind of has to speak for itself.
I would imagine in your kitchen, you guys are constantly going, is this too much? Can I get away with this? Or is this because you do play with very strong flavors, but also a lot of expectation around these flavors?
Yes,
Because
definitely.
people like their snoek.
We love our snoek, and especially with South Africans, because they know what to expect, you know what I mean? But also, it's also good for like international guests that we get. It's just like literally most of our dishes are just a rundown through memory lane.
A
or
story on a plate.
Story on a plate. Story on a plate.
Like, what have you just popped in there?
So this is buttermilk as well,
okay.
very South African, like I said. So most dishes, even if you can come to the restaurant and visit us, most dishes are just very South African, very coastal, very driven.
Yeah, you'll feel the nostalgia, but you'll also be surprised,
Yes.
I think, but by the fine dining twist here. Okay, so we've got about 2 minutes to tie this beautiful
Perfect.
pate together.
So we're going to add your lemon zest, just to, lemon
zing,
fixes
100%.
everything, a bit of zing in there, and a bit of kick. I'm going to throw in some cayenne, which just adds on to the spice root. Again, culture.
Yeah, 100%.
Culture. We're also based in a building that's just very enriched with culture and history.
I mean, the worlds that meet in that space.
Yes, the
It's
docks, you
incredible.
know, people used to stop there for their spices, for their food, and then they have to pickle it for the ships. So basically, I'm just going to chop in some fresh dill, which is just a herb that's very neutral, but also complements fish plates quite well.
I was going to say, we often see it coming to the fish
No,
party,
definitely, because it's not too much and it lets the fish just shine by itself. You know what I mean? You don't want anything overpowering. So I also don't want to kill it. I'm just going to roughly chop it in there. I'm going to throw in some salt, of course.
As one must. And I like the umaminess of this kind of fish. It's not too fishy, which I know sounds stupid when you're talking about fish.
Definitely.
It doesn't carry too much of that.
Not at all.
Which I think makes it accessible as a seafood option.
Yes.
But you can funky it up, eh?
No, listen, you can do so much.
Very quickly, how do we tie all of these elements together?
So we are going to go with, I can also plate it for us, because I told you this
Beautiful.
is a very easy plate that can be done within minutes.
Please, just take that from whence it comes,
I'm gonna put
okay?
this
She
one
is a
over
chef
here.
at one of the best restaurants in
So-
the country, so okay, she says it's easy to plate up.
Oh
just,
no,
you know,
I
pinch
feel
of
like
salt.
you're just blowing my horn. So the cheat code here, this is how they should look, basically.
Get these beautiful.
This is how they should look, nice and warm. And then over here I have my finished pate that I'm gonna,
Oh, and it's like light.
yes, it's
Hey.
light. That's what you want. You just want
It feels whipped.
the marriage between
Yeah.
this, yes. This is what we want, and I'm just trying to make it look more presentable
a
for
bit
you.
more quinelli. It's
Quinelli.
okay. But then people are going to
See?
understand
A
that
bone.
I didn't make it. So you just be vigilant, eh?
Yes, no one wants bones in their food, trust me. So over here is how it looks. Just a big dab on there. And then I'm gonna lastly finish it with some, this is dill powder. So dill again, but we have a dill powder just to finish it off and just give it that oomph that it needs.
It's almost like matchery. It's got a bit of a vibe to it, eh?
And Cape Town and matcha is a new trend also.
Yeah, you know.
So basically, yeah, and then I'm just gonna finish it with some dill garnish over here.
Oh, that is beautiful.
And yeah, you know, olive oil never hurts.
Oh, Chef, you are an
on there.
absolute genius. I would imagine inside the marble kitchen, it's a little more intense when you're pumping out like 30 of these every 5 seconds. You are amazing. Thank you so much
Definitely.
for being
Thank
here.
you so much.
Let's give it with a little bit of bass here. This has been an amazing culinary hotline. Blue. Not bad. And we got one more recipe. You can scan the QR code and cook along. What's the final dish on the menu?
So we are doing a cheese platter. Yes,
As
just
one
to
must.
wrap it up.
As one must. We'll see for that. After this, I'm going to have another taste.
Ah, great. Come on, leave some for the rest of us. That looks absolutely fantastic. Well done to Chef Pam. We can't wait to get into yet another installment to see what she has up her swaggy sleeves. For now, though, let's get into some record-breaking music. They're ready to light up the stage the same way they filled the Grand West with music and, of course, with magic. Give it up for the Marimba Jam! incredible. Oh my word. Why do I have a feeling that Hans Zimmer is looking right now going, yes, that's exactly how I intended for this song to sound from the movie Interstellar. What a beautiful rendition. Record-breaking rendition. Well done, guys. Yes. It is the Marimba Jam right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. When we come back, we've got still so much to go through your tummy, through your mind. So many good things coming your way. We have another installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling, where we're doing a cheese platter inspired by a wonderful chef in the Mother City, Miss Karen Dudley. And then not only that, we still have to, Karen Dudley, we still, of course, have to hook you up with some great kitchen appliances. So stick around right here, because we've got the plug straight after this.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. Let's focus on our inner spaces, and I'm talking specifically our favorite space in the kitchen. If it's short on space, but you still want to serve up quick, delicious meals, we've got the solution for you. Joining us this morning is Digital Marketing Manager Sunaina Lutmia to chat about a sleek, compact appliance that's making a very big impressions in kitchens across the land. Introducing My Dear Microwave. Sunaina, welcome to it. Whenever I say my dear, it sounds like I'm saying my idea.
That's exactly what it is. So that's, you literally got it. The idea behind it is literally my idea. And that's what it's all about. It's literally your idea and everything that you want it to be.
And it comes to bear in your kitchen in the most sleek and beautiful design. They look amazing. They don't take up a lot of space. They work so efficiently. We shot with one of the models yesterday, and something that our viewers are going to be able to plug into as well. But on balance, the simplicity, the stylistic elements, a lot of boxes being ticked here. What are you most proud of when you look at your incredible range?
You know, there's so many things to be proud of, but I just like to highlight 3 features. One, it uses 21% less electricity, so it saves you money, which is
21%.
21% less electricity.
Wow.
The second thing is that we have something called the inner wave technology, and that just basically speaks to our defrosting elements, and it's even and consistent, so no more icy centers and crusty edges. And this is my personal favorite. Its hygienic interior literally prevents 99% of germ sticking, and it's easy cleanup. I mean, who doesn't want that?
You don't understand the sleepless nights. I actually got rid of our last microwave purely because of that reason.
100%.
That is a massive, massive pressure point. And as a parent, you lean on tools like this, because I don't have 2 hours to cook a lunch.
100.
I don't. We'll do meal preps. We need to just keep the machine moving forward.
Yes.
There is something very discreet about the way your appliances work. Talk us through that little technological absolute marvel.
You know, it's so quiet. My dear microwaves are so quiet, and we always have this little chuckle about it, because if you are sneaking in that midnight snack, you are not waking up to judgy eyes because it's that quiet. So it's literally about 57 decibels. And just to put you an idea, a general vacuum cleaner is about 70 decibels. So it's much quieter. In fact, it's even quieter than this conversation. So
it might be running right now and we're just talking over it. Well, I hope they're warming us something up right now because I am getting a little bit hungry. We're in South Africa. Yeah. Do I even need to add anything onto that equation? Power issues, power surges. There are so many elements that are often out of our control as consumers, and you've helped to get a little bit of that control back. Talk us through the technology that comes to bear here.
You know, I think we're so proud that My Dear is a global brand, right? But it's also been made with South Africans in mind. So we have something called smart wave technology, and this basically speaks and it helps to protect the microwave. So when those power surges come through, it literally protects your microwave. And what we even prouder about, and the cherry on the top, it's backed by a 3-year warranty. And that just speaks to how proud we are of our products and how proud how much we believe.
You back yourself.
100% we believe in it. And I think that's what makes it even better. That 3-year warranty it just sums it up.
Do you know what I love? Like, before we have conversations like this on the air, someone in your position who's front-facing marketing is always terrified because you know the whole brand rests on your shoulders. Then to see you speak so authentically and genuinely about the love you have for these products that are in your care is amazing to me. And that's all the buy-in I need, which is amazing. So thank you so much. But you want to take it a step further and offer 10% discount.
You know what?
Just to get the ball rolling.
100%. And like you mentioned, I am very passionate about it, and you know, everyone looks at it as it's literally your appliance, whatever, but it's so much more. It's your tool that helps you daily.
It's at the heart of the kitchen.
100%. And we want to make yourself at home, and we want to be a part of that. So yeah, so to everybody out there, we have 10% discount across our entire site. So whether it's a microwave or a washing machine, whatever you want.
Best mode to buy, My Dear?
So we have our e-commerce site that you can get. That's where the 10% discount is on. But we're also on all major retailers. So you can literally just type us away and you'll find us at a click of a button.
Or you can make yourself sound really clever and go in and ask questions from the expert in store.
100%.
Yeah, exactly. Call them out. But does it give me a 21% energy saving is what I'd like to know, because that's what happens in this case. You're amazing. Your team are amazing. And of course, the new members to our little kitchen are amazing as well. Thank you so much. I know we're going to run some very exciting competitions with you guys as well. So thank you so much for joining the family.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited, and thank you so much for having me.
I look forward to the time we're going to be spending in the kitchen moving forward. Thank you so much, my friend. I love this kind of passion when it comes into the foodie space, because that's how we feel about our kitchens. It's the heart of the home, and life is way too short for cold food, cold drinks, and those long waits, certainly if it's a midnight snack. And with My Dear, your kitchen works faster, smarter, and better. For now, a lot less. And here's the added bonus. You stand a chance to win a brand new My Dear digital inverter microwave valued at 1,299 Rand. So if you want to enter, and I suggest you do, you first of all follow at My Dear South Africa on Facebook or Instagram. Then reply to the weekly competition post on My Dear's social page and tell us or tag us at Expresso Show with your answer, just so we know you're involved. And please don't forget that qualifying hashtag My Dear Microwaves in that answer, so we know you want to be on board. And the competition closes on this Sunday, but you can find the T's and C's on expressoshow.com. I would imagine we're going to get a ton of entries for this one. Make yours amazing and good luck.
Yes, good luck to you for all of that. And I'm back in the kitchen because such good things are being made in front of me. In fact, the entire menu, maybe minus the beef tartare, I still need to taste it.
Yes,
You're still convincing me on that one. But fish pate, snook pate, and also a delicious cheese platter inspired by one of our favorite chefs is coming your way really soon. But we've got one of our favorite chefs in the building.
Yes.
Chef Pam is still here, so we can't wait. We're going to do it again. Say ting, ting, ting. For another, of course, installment of the Culinary Hotline. Bling!
Ting, ting, ting!
Good job.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
It's almost like ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Urban Hardware Park View in Johannesburg.
There's 2 branches actually. We have the Culinary branch, and this is our new baby, which is the Parkview branch. We work as a family. We love to make sure we deliver on our service, and you need a little bit extra, we're there.
Yeah, what makes me proud about the store and the service that we provide, the feedback that we receive from customers, we try to go extra mile. And it's good to get compliments, you know, from the community.
We're going to go out, we're going to go make sure that you've got it, or we're going to find you an alternative. We push that a little bit further that nobody else is going to offer you.
We love about our customers. For me personally, I'd say it's the experience that we share with them. We learn a lot from each other.
We have the best technicians in this area. If you need any color, we've got it. If we don't have it, we're going to make a plan and we're going to make it for you. One of the things that stood out was actually the colors. The colors are vibrant, they're fresh, and they're always changing, which is nice. And Plascon's been there for how many years?
Personally, my favorite Plascon product is going to be the Polven. That's the paint that you use for your walls and ceilings.
The best DIY advice I would give to anybody is your prep. Make sure your prep work is done right. No prep work done right, it's just going to flop.
Urban Hardware Park View with Plascon, together we've got this.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon, together we've got this.
We do got this. I love that. That, of course, was this week's Handy Heroes, where we headed to Urban Hardware out in Parkview, Johannesburg. Color met expertise and also met impressive Plascon paint selection, and it was good.
I used to live in that neck of the woods, man. I've probably been in there begging for advice. Thank you so much. And if you're curious about their ultimate paint pick again, their best DIY advice, well, they go to the source. They say, obviously, use very, very high quality products and do the prep work. I think I still have paint underneath my fingernails.
I see some
the
over
prep
there.
work, exactly. We are doing a little prep work in the kitchen right now. Why? Because when Chef Pam is here, magical things happen, and we are going to be rounding off our incredible culinary menu with a cheese board.
Oh, that looks delicious. Right up my alley, and the funkier the better. And we've got some funky cheese right here in studio. And then we touch base with the latest in car innovation, which we'll get into in just a little bit. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Welcome back to it, and we're making you feel so great as we're downhill to the weekend. Right here, it is Expresso on S3. Yes, we're back into the kitchen and into a flavor journey with our beautiful Chef Pam here today. And right now, we're presenting a wonderful tribute to one of Cape Town's most beloved culinary voices. We've had on the show before and absolutely love it down. It is, of course, Karen Dudley. Her final dish is a cheese platter inspired by Karen's pantry philosophy, which is colorful, local, and bursting with personality, which is exactly what we're going to have on our plates today.
Definitely.
Okay, Chef, I love some cheese.
Yes, so we're about to go cheese crazy. I hope you're ready.
That's what I want you to
hope your
say.
palate is ready. So over here, I'm just going to give you a breakdown of the cheese we're doing. I'm just going to be doing a three cheese option, which is actually an option on our menu. You can choose either 3 cheese, 3 options. It's paired with crackers. Like you said, we're paying homage to Chef Karen, who's been amazing and just being literally shooting my mind with these new flavors and ideas. But yes, so I'm doing a Karoo crumble, which is a hard cheese.
Can I smell them?
Please do.
Okay.
Please do. I get this a
crumble.
lot. I get guests that ask me if they can smell the cheese. I do, so it's normal, trust me.
That smells amazing.
So this is a hard cheese. It's been matured for about 12 months. We get it from the Karoo, like the name says, Karoo crumble. It's a cow milk cheese, and yeah, like I said, it's been matured for about 8 to 12 months. Pairs well with quite the savory pickles. So I'm going to cut these, and then you're just gonna work around. You're gonna see how it goes together, what pairs well with what.
I like that. I love like a charcuterie board. I know we don't have cold meats today, but I love a cheese board.
Yes.
And when I went over to Marble, I did choose the cheese board, and it was incredible. It was so delicious.
Well, I'm glad you did.
So I'm glad we're doing this. So we don't eat the rind.
No, definitely not, unless it's your kind of... So basically what I'm cutting here is just like bite-sized, not really, but you also don't want to overwhelm the guest because it's quite a big offering. I mean, from the preserves to the crackers to the fresh fruit.
There's a lot going on, yeah.
Yes, so we basically use fresh fruit just to kind of cleanse your palate, you know what I mean? Because cheese can be very overbearing. I mean, I love cheese, but you just want to also, between cheeses, I can't eat this one and then eat the Phantom Forest, which is a completely different cheese. This one is the, like I said, Phantom Forest, goat's cheese.
Wow.
It's been rolled.
That is a funky cheese. Very cool.
Which has been rolled in ash just to work as an antioxidant and just to preserve its life longer. So not everyone likes a goat's cheese, and I understand that.
Yes.
But we've paired it with our sour fig confit, which just works so well with it. And just because of the mildness of the cheese, it just complements it the most, I think.
Oh, amazing. And we've got some pickles and preserves over here. I'm seeing cauliflower in there?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, pickled cauliflower.
So that one is one of my personal favorites. You're going to hear that I have a lot of personal favorites when it comes to this actual course.
Everything's your favorite, and I'm here for it.
Definitely. So I'm going to make it easy. I'm not going to throw you in the knives again. So I'm just going to cut off.
Hey, man, why not? I'm learning. She's going to be a wifey soon. Get my makoti skills on. Let's go, baby. What can you do with these cut-off rinds? Do you just throw them away, or can you actually
Not
use
always, because, for example, the ambaseli rind is quite softer than the Karoo crumble one. You can always melt it down. For us, sustainability is so important, and we try not to waste so much in the kitchen.
Right.
So basically, if we have off-cut cheese or cheese that's been maybe sitting for a while, but it's maturing and it's cheese, you know what I mean? And it's artisan cheese.
That's
it's not just cheese, it's artisan cheese. Okay, our cheese, we're serious about our cheese. But we keep it, and then we try and incorporate it in our meals for the staff, you know. We also try to get the bougie side of life.
You deserve it.
You
I mean,
know.
look what you're doing for us today.
So this one is kind of messy.
The Phantom cheese.
The Phantom Forest. So it's named after the forest. Is it Phantom Forest or Forest Phantom in Knysna?
Wow.
So yeah. Phantom Forest in Knysna. So it's been rolled in ash, so I'm just going to plate this one for you because
and of course, ashes for you guys, your fiery cooking ways.
Definitely. So everything just embodies who we are as a kitchen, as a whole. And it's just food made simple but very robust, and like you said, but the cheese is quite mild but also mature. But like I said, it's complemented by the preserves rather.
And I like that because cheese is quite rich, and so you do need something either pickled or like a fruit, something fresh to go along with it too.
Definitely. Also, you, like I said, the apple, like I said, is also going to help quite a bit.
Ooh, how does the apple come in?
I'm going to tell you just now. I've done this one for you. For now, I'm just going to ask you to please put the rest over here, just like in an array. There's no pressure.
You're trusting me with your cheese.
There is no pressure.
You say you're serious about your cheese, so let me get serious.
Listen,
too.
there's no pressure, so I'm just going to scoot you a bit and move this plate. So you can just go wherever you want.
Come on, Phantom cheese, give me some room.
We also have quite like the cute cutlery that goes with it, so that you're not using the wrong cutlery for the wrong thing. So over there you have the cheese that I did not mention, which is my absolute favorite.
That feels good as well.
That's an ambaseli style. It's an ambaseli cheese. We get it from Jersey cows, and it's a mountain style cheese. It's been named after some beautiful, I know it's been named after a place in Kenya, really. But
I love how everything is very African as well.
Very African forward.
Yes.
But we're serious about it, like I said.
I like that you're serious about it.
So we only throw in apple slices in there, just to kind of, like I said, and Granny Smith is the best apple to cleanse your palate.
I mean, come on, it is also the best apple ever.
So I'm just going to ask you to open these for us.
I can open these.
Let's see if we can both open these. Look at that. Okay. So over here,
that's nice.
We're going to drizzle that that over the Forest Phantom because, like I said, it complements it quite well.
Just the syrup or also the...
You want the sour fig in there.
Okay.
You want texture because remember, it's quite a soft cheese.
That's right.
Because we have hard cheeses, we have soft cheese. Look at what you did already.
Girl, I've been watching a lot of TikToks, let me tell you that much.
Yes, I love it. So over here, I'm just going to put the apple. You're also giving the guests like an experience to play a bit. This is a conversation starter. Like they sit around and just talk like about cheese also. They're watching the kitchen. They're watching the theater happen in the kitchen.
Right.
The open fire, the open kitchen.
I did enjoy that, yes.
Definitely. So that's kind of like, this is a conversation starter when you're having your wine, when you're done with your meal.
Okay, bring in the wine. I'm kidding, it's our breakfast show. What do you mean? What are you saying? All right, get your coffee instead. And of course, we will continue preparing this beautiful cheese board. For now though, G, what you saying? Do you list? Do you want some? I know you do.
Oh, wow. We might need to pack it as putt course because we're going to hit the open road. And when I say open road, I mean the most open non-roads that exist out there where elegance meets power and legacy drives the future. This isn't just a vehicle. It is a statement. Range Rover is marking 55 iconic years, and they are doing it in style, pairing luxury with world-class tennis. The perfect setting, and Culinary, well, she was the perfect role model. She was courtside for the ultimate birthday bash. And here's a glimpse into the celebration that had everybody talking online, especially. Take a look.
What do you get when you mix iconic cars, a celebrity tennis match, and unmatched style? The ultimate celebration, Range Rover style. We've got front row seats at the JLR Experience Centre here in Johannesburg, toasting 55 years of legacy, luxury, and of course, undeniable flair.
Irene, today truly is a special one. We're here to celebrate 55 years of Range Rover with a blend of style, sport and heritage. Tell us all about today's event and the celebrity tennis match.
This is a very special occasion for us. We are celebrating 55 years of this design excellence that is Range Rover. We have a curation of different experiences from a celebrity tennis match, which I'm personally looking forward to, and of course, beautiful vehicles on display. We're looking at Range Rover, a vehicle and a brand that has held a heritage of innovative excellence, design excellence and capability. So today is the vehicles, but it's also the lifestyle, and that's what we're celebrating.
Renowned radio and television host, she is a powerhouse, Anelem Doda. But today she wears the hat of umpire. How are you feeling about that?
Quiet on center court, please. Okay. I'm so excited because I'm such a tennis fan ever since I was a little child. So anytime there is a chance for me to pick up a racket, I play. And anytime where I can watch a match or be an umpire, I'm in. And I know the rules like the back of my hand.
Singer, songwriter, actress. But today you add a new title to the resume, Nandi Madida, tennis player? Huh?
That is the most daunting title. I haven't played tennis since I was in primary school. And there's also like a street cred thing because I used to be really good at it. But this is like over what, 30, 35, I don't know, 100 years ago. So we'll see if muscle memory works.
Yeah.
Watch this space.
He does not need any introduction. The man, the legend, not a myth. He's here live and in charge, holding a tennis racket. Brian Habana, rugby icon. What's happening today?
This doesn't quite fit in my hand like a rugby ball could say. But I mean, what a phenomenal day ahead of us.
Tell us all about that. How are you feeling? Are you comfortable? Are you confident? Are you nervous?
Any professional athlete, unfortunately, has a huge streak of competitiveness. So there might be a few flusters of words that might need to be bleeped out at some point during the day. And I see that the draw has been made. A lady that sang at my wedding, so I'm really looking forward to partnering Karen today. But between Nandi and Bahang, I think we've got some stiff competition.
Karen, today is a very special one. We're seeing you off stage and on a tennis court. Tell us about how you're feeling right now. Are there any nerves?
I have to admit I was extremely nervous when I realized Brian freaking Habana, Springbok rugby player, was one of the players, but he was very kind and we did a warm-up and I'm feeling good. I used to play a lot of tennis as a kid. So yeah, I'm a big tennis fan.
Mohang, we know and love you from small and big screens and stages, but today we are seeing you under a different light, and that is being a tennis player. How are you feeling?
I am nervous. I'm excited. I have not played since primary school, so all I can say is that today is going to be interesting. That's it.
So are you bringing the competitive edge? Are you bringing method acting to today's game? What's your POA?
The one thing I'm going to say today is that I can't guarantee I'll be any good, but I'm going to act like a professional. I'm going to act like I know what I'm doing. So I'm bringing the method acting. Look, I've got the kit, you know, I've got the whole outfit ready. Yeah. I'm ready, the shoes are gone. Look at this. I've already got the tennis ball in the pocket, you know? I'm ready to go. I'm just like in character. Let's do it.
Now I have to ask, do you think there are any similarities between you performing on stage or preparing for a performance and you coming on here to celebrate the 55 years of the Range Rover experience?
I have to tell you, it's a far more nerve-wracking to be in a celebrity tennis match than it is to perform at a rock festival. It's not my natural habitat, but I like trying new things. So just a day of fun and tennis and beautiful cars.
We are here to celebrate 55 years of the Range Rover experience. Yes, it's iconic designs and it's a powerful vehicle, right? But also it speaks to lifestyle.
It is the original luxury SUV. Let's just start that. Everybody else has been playing up a catching up game. What I like about what we've done here today is because we have kind of paired two things that show precision, performance, power, evolution. Tennis itself has evolved in a way, and so has the Range Rover. These are two powerhouses that partnered up on Centre Court to show that they are timeless, they are elegant, and they're here to stay. So it's a fitting match on Centre Court.
55 years of probably one of the most iconic car brands in the world. I mean, for 42 years of my life, it's been a pretty up there standard that you want to achieve, and what it's created in the world in terms of its perception, in terms of its capabilities, is absolutely phenomenal. And at a premium event like this, can you get more fitting a car?
Seeing familiar faces, icons in their respective fields and careers. Just, you know, take on each other on the tennis court is something refreshing. It's new, there's the right amount of competition, right amount of flair, but also just the energy from the crowd is truly fun and brings everything together, celebrating 55 years of Range Rover. Brian, Karen, you came up victorious in today's match. How are we feeling?
No, I think I'm exceptionally proud of my partner. I didn't do much out there today. She brought a lot of vigor, a lot of talent, a lot of style, very much like 55 years of Range Rover. So it was a good result.
Everyone was so lekker, man.
Nandi, Mohang, first of all, congratulations. You really did put your best foot forward. How are you feeling post-match?
I'm hurt because we could have won.
I know.
But you know, the wind and Anela's jokes. Yeah. Can I tell you that combination?
And the sun, though.
And
at some point, we were playing with the sun in our eyes, you know?
I don't like your tone.
And I felt the wind coming in, you know, at an angled direction, so it was working against both of you guys.
Thank you. At the same time. You good?
At the same time.
You good now?
From the courts to the track, the day isn't complete without a taste of Range Rover's signature refinement and capability.
Now we get to the interesting one. So this might give you a bit of fear of rolling over slightly.
This next one.
Yeah.
Getting to experience the power and performance that's shaped 55 years of Range Rover legacy, with instructors leading the way through the dynamic handling course. The instructor-led driving experience was exhilarating. I'm not going to lie, I was nervous. There was a moment during the obstacle course where my wheel, the wheel on the passenger side, was hanging. I was clutching my pearls, but ultimately I felt safe and secure, especially with Sean as my driving instructor. What's kept Range Rover at the top of its game for 55 years is timelessness, prestige, power, and the added element of lifestyle. I feel like Range Rover have mastered the art of evolution without losing its core identity.
We can dream,
My
hey?
mind is blown. What was that car
That was
doing
like
on a
on
little...
one wheel. I think he just went down that hill on one wheel under the water. And yes, you can submerge yourself in that car.
Insane.
It's mind-blowing, but it's the level of luxury as well. And I think our girl Kutle just quite enjoyed the tennis
I mean, it
motif.
looked
Well
good
done.
on her. Come on now.
Beautiful.
Thank
Well
you so
done.
much for joining us right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And yes, we will still be offering something good coming your way. We've done 3 meals on the Culinary Hotline Bling this morning, which were
amazing.
absolutely incredible. And I think to top that all off, we have to get another performance by the Marimba Jam.
Of course, they are our new Guinness World Record holders. They're going to give us a beautiful performance. Then as we continue, I'm going to say not to celebrate, but commemorate Women's Month here in South Africa. Yes, we shine a spotlight on incredible South African women doing amazing things, like the young ladies you see in Marimba Jam, but also the darker side of that narrative. And we are bringing to TV a groundbreaking series that tackles gender-based violence head on, and we cannot wait. We will face the darkness together. Looking into the darkness, we will give you that preview in just a moment. We'll see you now.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We've had an incredible time in each other's company, so let's make sure we end it off on the best of notes. For now, though, let's get into your national news headlines, where Deputy President Paul Mashatile has announced that President Cyril Ramaphosa is to designate a National Cleanup Day, with all South Africans, including ministers, participating in community sanitation efforts. Now, during a visit to Mangwang, he said the initiative builds on the Clean Cities and Town campaign, launched in Kliptown, Soweto in June, and aims to enhance hygiene and infrastructure, and that is through collaboration between citizens and municipalities. The campaign emphasizes partnership across government and communities under the theme, quote, Bontle ke Botho, a free state that works for all. In other news in the country, Mpumalanga Premier Mandla Ndlovu yesterday officially opened Mkondo Boarding School, the province's 6th funded residential school. Now constructed at a cost exceeding 700 million rand, the campus boasts 32 classrooms, science and computer laboratories, a recreation center, and accommodation for nearly 80 teachers. Now, currently over 400 primary and grade R learners attend, many transferring from closed farm schools. With plans to introduce high school grades next year, enrollment is expected to rise to 1,200. Now, the school reflects Mpumalanga's commitment to providing quality, full-time education in a supportive environment. Let's take a look further afield at your international news-making headlines, where Cameroon's Constitutional Council has upheld the exclusion of opposition leader Maurice Kamto from the upcoming presidential election, rejecting his appeal in a final non-appealable ruling. Now, Kamto, who came second in 2018, was disqualified over technical issues related to his party's alignment. The decision, condemned by Human Rights Watch, sparked protests in Yaoundé that were dispersed with tear gas and arrests. Meanwhile, 92-year-old President Paul Biya, in power for 43 years, has confirmed his bid for another term amid ongoing concerns about the election's legitimacy. Meanwhile, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has again hinted at plans for long-term control over Gaza once the war ends, fueling concerns of possible annexation. He told Israeli media that the military would continue operating throughout Gaza and maintain overall security control, even if local governance structures are established. Now, the remarks have alarmed Palestinians and drawn criticism from international observers who say such actions could deepen tensions and undermine peace efforts. Meanwhile, Israeli attacks and the humanitarian crisis in Gaza continue to escalate, with calls growing louder for a ceasefire and diplomatic resolution. Let's close off your news today on a feel-good note with the Basadi in Music Awards, who lit up the weekend with a joyful celebration of women reshaping the sound and soul of the music industry. Former Big Brother Mzansi contestant 23-year-old Lima Pansi stole the show with 2 major wins, Song of the Year and Collaboration of the Year, marking a powerful moment in her rising career. Now, the festivities kicked off with the Vanguard Awards, honoring the behind-the-scenes heroines of entertainment. From Karishma's win for Music Video of the Year to Muesli's Best Styled Nod and Dr. Rebecca Malope's Lifetime Achievement Tribute. And let's not forget our very own girl, Zanele Fatalwa, winning that Presenter of the Year award. The 2-night event was a colorful salute to women's creativity, impact, and growing influence across all corners of the music world. And yes, more of this as we go on forward. We'll definitely touch base throughout the month of Women's Month in August on more women doing fantastic things. For now, though, that wraps up your news. Let's get into some sports.
As Zanele looks for some more space on her trophy cabinet, I have a feeling she's going to win one of those every month of every year for the next 20 years. We love you, girl. So, so proud. Sport, a little off the field today. Some permutations that we need to take note of. So let's start with rugby, and Wallabies coach Joe Schmidt now being able to pick as many overseas-based stars as he wants. That was after Rugby Australia scrapped their limits under the Giteau law. So High Performance Chief Peter Horn has now confirmed the rule is, quote, redundant, as Australia very much mirrors the Springboks approach, expanding its selection pool beyond home shores to boost depth ahead of future tests. And I think they certainly need it in the Australian camp right now. Now let's head further north, as the Irish Rugby Football Union will now be keeping the legal tackle height below the sternum for the 2025-26 season. That was after early data showed fewer injuries over the past 2 years. Obviously fantastic for the game. Introduced in 2023 as part of a World Rugby trial, the rule aims to cut head impacts and concussion risks, with similar measures now being adopted in England and Scotland, and hopefully even more widespread as we move forward. Now let's get into football, and starting from next season, Serie A referees will provide live explanations of VAR decisions in stadiums and on television. This has been confirmed by referee designator Gianluca Rocci. So he described the change as a major step toward improving transparency, communication, and the speed of decision-making on the field, and that's been a major fan frustration. The initiative follows similar trials in England and Germany. Italy's top-flight season kicks off officially on the 23rd of August. Now let's get into cycling, and another big move off the road. So Belgian Olympic champion Remco Evenepoel, he'll leave Sodal Quickstep to join Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe at the end of the 2025 season. The 25-year-old Vuelta España winner, who claimed double gold in Paris last year, he opted not to extend his contract beyond 2026. Evenepoel returned to racing in April after a serious training accident in December, but then of course had to recently withdraw from the Tour de France while he was third place overall. So clearly needing to find balance at the moment. Hopefully this is that final piece of the puzzle. But that's where we leave our sport for this beautiful Wednesday morning. Let's get one last look at the roads.
Well, thank you, Graham. Let's have a final look at what's happening out in Joburg in Midrand, where there is congestion on the N1 southbound between Olifantsfontein Road and Brakfontein Road. So do expect delays, and please allow for extra travel time. But wherever you're headed this Wednesday morning, please arrive alive. That is where we leave your roads for now. Let's get into your weather for the final time. In environmental news this morning, Nelson Mandela Bay Municipality has pledged to fully restore the sewer system at Kings Beach and nearby areas out in Ebeja. Now, this follows a recent sewage spill in the parking area after heavy rain, despite existing infrastructure. Cleanup and E. coli treatment are currently underway, and an additional bypass pump is being deployed to prevent further overflows. Meanwhile, the South African Weather Service has issued yellow level 1 warnings for damaging waves from Alexander Bay to Plettenberg Bay and for severe thunderstorms with hail over the Free State and eastern Northern Cape. Let's top it all off with the cherry, which is our sunrise view of this hour. And representing Montague, Irvin came through with a beautiful, beautiful morning view. Now, you can expect 15-degree weather on your side of town, and it only makes sense because the sun has come out and shining so brightly in between those clouds there. Thank you so much, Irvin, for going on that morning walk and reminding us once again how beautiful life looks from your point of view. Enjoy your morning, and we wish you a beautiful Wednesday ahead. Another reminder to you, Mzansi, on Thursday and Friday, we do it again on top of every hour. So 0630369649 is how you get in touch. For now, though, let's get you ready for the day. Here's your temperatures for the final time.
Oh man, regardless of the weather outdoors, and it is looking beautiful out there, even if it is a little bit chilly, we want you to stick around for just a little bit longer. Why? Because we got the plug-in, and it's big. If you play your Lotto Plus 1 and your Lotto Plus 2 today, there is 34 million rand sitting in that total estimated jackpot this Wednesday, so please don't get left behind. Play your Lotto for an estimated 23 million rand, Lotto Plus 1 for another 3 million rand, and then we're going to throw Lotto Plus 2 in there with 8 million rand today. It's a lot. Go and get your tickets in-store when they're open. Go online right now, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app right now. You can use your own cell phone banking setup, or you can, super simple, just dial star 120 star 7529 hash for USSD. Super easy, made it even easier by putting those details up on the Expresso socials. So while you're checking out our amazing content, you can also start plotting to win big. If you play your Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2, 34 million rand is waiting for you today. Good luck.
I'm just in heaven right now. Don't mind me. Chef Pam is still here. We've kept her here to finish up the final dish, which of course is that beautiful cheese platter that we have. And it does look good. We have not left our gluten-free individuals off. If you have celiac, don't worry. We've got some seed crackers for you. Otherwise, leave the rest up to us, and we will. We will demolish each and every one of these dishes. But still to come in the final hour on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we have to touch base with that documentary that is launching right here on S3, Looking Into Darkness. We'll give you the details on all of that in a bit. And then, of course, Marimba Jam is still around, and they have one more record-breaking performance coming your way. Oh, this looks good.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And right now, we definitely have to touch base with all things to do with women. It is, of course, August. Now, in the face of rising violence against women, a new documentary series is forcing South Africans to confront maybe uncomfortable truths. Looking into darkness is this Women's Month right here on S3, spotlighting real-life femicide cases that reveal both individual cruelty and systematic failure.
And I'm going to please, with every ounce of compassion and love right now, just say that we are going to be dealing with some very heavy content right now. If you are likely to be triggered by this, or if you have young people in the room with you right now, please take note that we are going to be talking about serious gender-based violence incidents right now. And I'm going to enter into that space as I am saying this right now, so please take cognizance. We're going to be talking about the gang rape and murder of Vicky McLaughlin, that I think some of us have even just blocked out of recent memory, to the brutal killing of sex worker Nokuphila Khumalo. These stories challenge the silence and scream the question, who will take responsibility? I would like to, in fact, right now, just to set the scene, take a sneak peek.
On April the 9th, 2003, Daphne McLaughlin was disturbed to find that her 19-year-old daughter, Vicky, had not yet returned from waitressing at a nearby tavern. She never did return.
Don't miss David Klatzo, Looking into Darkness, Wednesday at 7 p.m. S3, open up.
So joining us this morning is Dr. Benita Mulman, a leading researcher on gender-based violence and, of course, Associate Professor at UCT. Welcome and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for the invitation.
Yeah, let's get into this conversation.
Deep breath, I suppose, as you have to do whenever you enter into these spaces.
Yeah.
So thank you for continually rising through the structures that support our answer to gender-based violence. Maybe that's the best oversimplification of what you do. But when we look at this dynamic specifically, surely we should be talking about this every day until it's gone. Yet we sweep it aside, maybe out of self-preservation, I don't know. But why can't we go there? Why can't we look into the darkness?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's many reasons, right? I think some of it is about what do we see when we look into the mirror, right? I mean, violence is the way it's sort of practiced, the way we just discuss it or talk about it in society is as if it's something that happens out there or beyond us, not in my home, you know, not in my family. It's something other people do, you know, it's not something that we do. And I think to look at yourself and say, I'm capable of violence is something hard, something really difficult for most people. There's a sense of guilt, sense of shame. It's just overwhelming, you know? So I think it's that sense of, it can't be me. And so let's just forget about it. Let's not speak about it. Let people who deal with it, rape crisis of the world, deal with it.
And
you know?
we absolve ourselves of the responsibility.
Exactly.
100%, which, Doc, is exactly what I was going to bring up. You know, often people go, oh, men are responsible for this, so they should take it on. Or they say women are responsible, they should dress differently, they should not move in certain spaces. So where does this responsibility lie? Is it in all of us?
Of course it's with all of us, of course. You know, and there's different kinds of responsibilities. I think Women's Month often sort of places the spotlight, right, on the issue of gender-based violence, but it's easy to kind of just talk about it in the sense that women have to take ownership, right? Women are running the NGOs, the organizations, or counseling, etc. And the question's always, we are men and what's men's responsibility within that? And I think there's a huge responsibility for men, but it's exactly what I was saying earlier around whether you can look at yourself in the mirror, right? In the sense of shame that comes with that for a lot of men, right? And so the whole phrase, the whole hashtag, not all men, not me, right? And so I think that level of responsibility for men is something that we need to be emphasizing a lot more around men having those conversations, you know, about what does it mean to actually be or intentionally harmful. It's a difficult thing to face, but violence is intentional. You know, the intention is to harm. And what does it mean for all of us to have a capacity to harm?
Yeah, and these are the demons we're going to grapple with throughout life. This is part of what it means to be human. But what you're talking about here, and I think this is where the discomfort kicks in, it's not the big things, it's the little things. How am I talking to my wife? And modeling what my son and my daughter get out of that experience, lived experience. It's
Yeah.
not always the big things. It can be the smaller things reinforced, like you say, that force us to hold the mirror. What I love about this series, and I think it's going to stream well as well, so I hope a global audience will get to plug in as well. But kudos for to S3 for driving this. But you give it a face, many faces, and very powerfully so. Vicky McLaughlin's murder shocked us, and then we just put it in file 13 and moved on with life.
Yeah.
What was the reaction to her case?
To her case, you know, I think it's again exactly what you're saying. We go through different sort of phases and these sort of ebbs and flows about the kind of cases that get the media attention, right? And if it gets media attention, then there's a particular kind of reaction. You know, we get to be on shows like this, right? There's
Exactly,
kind
yeah,
of attention
for sure,
to it,
yeah.
you know, but often that places a lot of kind of strain on organizations who do this every day. And it's again back to what you were just saying earlier. It's about the everyday, right? The everyday of working, dealing with, finding the kind of compassion to sit with families, you know. Vicky's family that has to sit in a courtroom, that has to face the fact that...
They don't get to turn it off.
Absolutely,
they relive it.
absolutely. They don't get to turn it off. You know, and so there's that level of reaction, but there's also the reaction in terms of the kind of work that I do and the kind of communities that I work within, right? That it's a constant and it's an everyday. It's not just a once-off case that gets the media attention.
If I can ask you very quickly, because I feel like we're saving the world here, if you would want viewers to take something out of this from a proactive perspective, what would that be?
It would be to do the ordinary. It would be to act within the ordinary, within the everyday. It's not to wait for Women's Month, you know.
Yes.
It's not then let's talk about it. It's the everyday. And I think it's in spaces of intimacy, actually, that we need to be talking about how we relate and how violence, I think, can be very insidious to kind of intimate relationships, right?
For sure.
And what that means around gender in terms of femininity and masculinity and the kind of expectations that go with how we relate and how we love. I think often we talk about violence as if it's separate to love.
Yeah.
It's not separate, you know?
The same fire, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So how do we love in a way that is open, right? And not rigid in how we expect who we are within that relationship and how we ought to be in that relationship.
Are admissions still open
Doc,
for whatever
thank you
classes
so
you are
much.
teaching at UCT right now? You're amazing. Thank you so much, and
Thank you, Doc.
congratulations. I know it's a very dark narrative, but the fact that this has got the spotlight is an amazing and a beautiful thing. So thank you so much for the work that you've put in this
Thank
space.
you, Doug.
Thank you.
Oh, we can't
Thank
wait
you.
for people to, you know, watch this and definitely, like you said, hold up a mirror to who they are
yeah.
today. And voices like Dr. Benita Mooman on our couch remind us that confronting male violence requires honesty, not comfort. And David Klotzau, Looking into Darkness is more than a true crime series. It is a wake-up call to the epidemic of gender-based violence in South Africa. So please don't miss the premiere. It happens this Wednesday, today, at 7 p.m. on S3, and also you can catch it for free on the SABC Plus app.
And it is a must-watch for anyone and everyone, I think, who believes justice should never be silent. This is our country. We need to take responsibility because there is an entire generation that is resting on us doing that.
Please, it's all of our responsibility. But right now, to just temper the mood a little bit, we're going to go into another performance by the incredible record-breaking Marimba Jam, who's standing by to blow us away with another performance. So please help me in giving them a round of applause.
Come on, gang, you got this.
Thank you.
Welcome back to your feel-good kickstart to this Wednesday morning. Hopefully you're feeling the same kind of energy that we are. We love this space. Why? Because we get to see the very latest in technology. And when that meets style, innovation becomes an experience.
Oh, I like the sound of this. From smart imaging to standout design, the Pura 80 series is redefining what tech can look like, but also what it can feel like. So let's take a look and join Kyle in Dubai as he takes us inside the stunning global launch of Huawei's latest flagship.
Salam from the city of dreams, Dubai. Listen, your favorite feel-good show has touched down in one of the most iconic cities with none other than Huawei to experience the brand new Pura 80 series. And look, from the golden dunes to dazzling skylines, I am here to explore Dubai's magical wonders through a lens of a phone that is an absolute game changer. So come along and explore the Middle East with me in Pura style. 828 meters towering over the clouds, the Burj Khalifa, one of Dubai's absolute jewels. Looking down, I'm not quite sure how much further we can go. Luxury residences, the crown of Dubai. Global renowned artist Colette Miller's Angel Wings project is showcased all over the Burj Khalifa, and it's a sign for us as humans to see ourselves as angels here on Earth. This incredible space that started off as golden dunes has now become one of the largest cities in the world. So what an incredible way to usher in a new series that Huawei is taking in photography other than Dubai. Of course, I'm going to find the king of tech right here in the middle of Dubai, trying to give us the great explanation of what it's like to be like a part of the Huawei family.
Kyle, tonight we have an amazing dinner plan that Huawei set up for us. So let's get into it. Come on.
Show me what it's like to be a part of the Huawei family.
Yeah.
So me and you got an opportunity to like really dive into like different meats, different hummuses, tzatziki, like the flavors. Well,
Sharing meals and sharing meals with friends as well is so much more special.
Well, cheers to us with some authentic Turkish tea.
I love this for us. Cheers to Dubai and cheers to Huawei.
In a city of innovation, Dubai holds the key to the future reimagined. Welcome to the night that we've all been waiting for.
Truly, it is wonderful to be back in fabulous Dubai for Huawei's latest global flagship product launch event. How is it even possible to improve the Pura experience? I hope that you have learned by now that Huawei never stops.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the brand new Huawei Pura 80 series. Fashion next.
Pura 70 series raised the bar. How do you believe that the Pura 80 is taking it completely further?
We always put a lot of effort into actually improving our camera capabilities year to year. The most remarkable thing is the fact that we are using very, very large sensors on the Ultra and on the Pro, and the Ultra model even goes that much further beyond because we actually have a movable dual telephoto lens.
Everyone's so excited about the zoom and the telephoto lens. How do we believe those features are making this a flagship experience?
What's really amazing about it is the fact that you have two separate telephoto lenses in a single device. So you have a 3.7 times optical zoom and then a 9.4 times optical zoom, and you can switch between them. So you can actually do portrait photography with very, very long focal length. So again, we focus a lot on actually using optical engineering to improve the camera rather than just relying on post-processing. And that with the Pura 80 series becomes very, very apparent once again.
The dual telephoto lens is life-changing when it comes to wildlife photography. I've had the chance to test this out in the field for the last 2 weeks, and it is spectacular. The depth of field, the zoom, it literally gets every single grain of hair on an animal.
When you see something, whether it's a flower or it's a person, the camera must capture that individual or that object the way I see it, that you can share it with the world. So absolutely amazing.
The 1-inch HDR sensor
magic. How do we believe that that feature is improving photography, especially in difficult lighting?
A picture basically appears from light hitting the sensor. If you have a large sensor, you can pick up a lot of light. If you have a large lens, you can pick up a lot of light. And those things for us come together. So we have a very, very large aperture. So it's also a mechanical aperture. So it can actually physically open and close. For the Ultra series, we're also on the sensor using a specific new technology, which is a triple gain technology, which actually allows the sensor to take long exposure, a mid exposure, and a short exposure in a single frame. And that means that we not only get high dynamic range from like a single shot, but more importantly, what it also enables is that we have high dynamic range in video as well. And that is something that I think has never been done before on a smartphone.
It pretty much replaces the need, at least from my perspective, to carry a DSLR or mirrorless camera.
I just did this Morocco trip recently, and I only took the Pura 80 series with me on this trip, and honestly, it was able to uphold in a lot of the situations that I was in. You know, low light performance was amazing. The telephoto lenses were a great feature to have out there. To have 10 times optical zoom on a phone is amazing. You know, you can get compositions that you just can't get with any other phone, you know? And I mean, I love the simplicity of just being able to have all that performance in a phone.
It's almost like a production studio in your hand.
I think I'm really excited about the night mode. Like when I saw it, I was like, wow, I'm really shocked about the night mode. And I like to take pictures. I love taking pictures, and I feel like this phone, it could replace my camera actually.
You are a very fashionable girl. So the last question I have for you, what do you think of the design?
Oh, it is really elegant. I love the colors, and as you guys can see, if you guys can get your hands on this, I'm pretty sure you will fall in love with the phone instantly.
The future of smart photography has officially arrived. And look, the Pura 80 series has set the bar above the Dubai skyline. And this is just the beginning. Shukran, Dubai and Huawei. Until we meet again.
It's so beautiful.
It's so good. That colorway was so stunning with that last girl. I love it. So we are back right now talking all things Huawei. And it's not just about launching a phone. It's about unlocking a whole new level of pure affection.
I like that. And Sandra Nkopo, product specialist for Huawei Technology South Africa, and Shandor Laurenti, wildlife expert and media personality, join us to unveil the game-changing Huawei Pura 80 series, engineered for users who expect pro-level performance from their device, and it delivers. I'm going to actually take a photo of you right now because you are so beautiful.
Oh,
hey? And then you
look
can
how good that is.
It is gorgeous. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm going to take a
now.
selfie
Thank
quickly
you.
first. There we go. Very nice. Guys, welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having us.
I love how you came phone in hand. You said, I'm so ready to go. Let's get into this. Let's do it. So, Sandra, let's start with you and the launch. Oh, my goodness. How exciting is that? The Pura 80 series. I mean, it looks like a device that all of us can just walk around with. Easy to use. Great to have. So much technology in hand as well. So what does it do? What is this new generation? What does it not do? Exactly. It's short to list.
So with the Pura 80 series, first and foremost, we've taken, or rather Huawei as a whole, has taken imaging as well as design to the next level. So when I speak about the next level, I speak about photography. We believe that Pura, or rather the P in Pura, stands for photography, right? And you'll notice that with our Ultra, Pura 80 Ultra, that has a 1-inch sensor, and it's the first of its kind. It's the world's first ultra lighting camera, and with this one as well, it's switchable, it's also dual. But the heart of this Pura 80 series is the Pro. The Pura 80 Pro. And the reason why I say this is the heart is because it's got features such as also the ultra lighting, telephoto, as well as ultra chroma. It's basically what you see is what you get. True to life color. We give you red. If it's metallic red, it's metallic. If it's burgundy, it's burgundy. So we give you the different colors of shades. In this case, you do have a DSLR telephoto camera, or rather level performance in your pocket. It's like a professional camera in your pocket in simple terms.
They can also make phone calls, so a two-in-one that we've always wanted to have.
Great battery and all. So we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, or rather 3 in this case with 1 stone.
Well, if you're going to call it a pro, then the pros need to be able to use it, right? And I can see you nodding your head emphatically there. You often don't have a lot of time to snap a pic, and I would imagine no bulky gear required. What has your experience been like with the Pura 80?
So I can honestly say this has been life-changing. You know, as a content creator, we're always carrying around bulky equipment. So having everything literally in the palm of your hand, basically like a DSLR camera, is amazing, especially when it comes to photography. You know, the Pura 80 has a 48 megapixel ultra lighting macro telephoto camera. So you, with the f2.1 aperture, you get the most detailed shots even at really, really close range.
Wow. You're going to be moving to smaller game, to insects.
Exactly. We're going to go from lions all the way up to those insects.
Oh, beautiful. We will continue taking photos, so don't mind us when we do it, okay? We'll go ahead and, okay, give us your best smile.
At this point, a photo of us, right?
A photo of you,
Exactly,
a photo of you.
Oh,
it's
you're
going to be
gorgeous.
added to our
You're
album,
gorgeous.
don't worry. And then we'll take some selfies a little bit later as well. But you did mention that no bulky gear is required, which I can imagine in your line of work is the most important thing at the end of the day. Who is this phone actually designed for? Like, is it for the content creator? Is it for the everyday person?
It's for the person who is an everyday individual who wants to be a pro in photography without doing much, honestly speaking, because AI has taken it to the next level.
Right.
So with the ultra lighting, like I mentioned, you did mention about in terms of the light within the dock. So if you decide to go for dinner, you don't have to worry about not wearing your favorite outfit because it's dock. We bring light into the dock with the aperture of f1.6 to f4.0 as well. So it actually gives you colors. It actually gives you lighting as well. And the ROIB sensor, I know that's a lot of language.
Yeah,
it's given
but I get it, I'm getting it, I'm getting it.
But the ROIB sensor also helps with the light intake, but also balances the colors. We do have HRD as well, and HDR rather, which is high dynamic range. And people might not understand that, but it balances the lighting as well as the shadow. So if I take a picture behind a really bright screen, I don't have to worry about my face being blurred because the phone understands that, listen, I am the subject. You know?
You are the main character.
Girl, I'm telling you, if you see on our screen right now, you are the subject. I've done like a serious zoom here. You look gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you very much.
It is so steady. The picture quality is insane. This is like a working man's tool. I like the fact I can be at the event, I can be on stage, I can be working, I can use it. I'm live on TV and I'm using it. Absolutely brilliant.
And you don't lose quality when you zoom in.
At all. And one thing I love about the zooming in, it has to do with the telephoto. So if we're zooming in far ahead, try that out, If you zoom in far ahead, what I love about it is it keeps the quality, it keeps the clarity, it keeps the color. You bring it closer, but someone else will think you took it close.
Right, you were standing next to the wall.
Imagine if you're in a concert, for example.
This is what I'm thinking.
And you want to take a really good picture or a really good video,
because everyone must see that you at Beyonce's concert.
Exactly.
even Beyonce must see that you're at the concert.
Beyonce must share your videos.
You know what I'm saying?
Beyonce to repost and say, listen, I like that video.
I like it a lot.
What did you take that video with? You know?
I think we might have a couple of your shots to look at. I'd love for you to just talk us through the composition, if you can. Can we bring up a couple of these amazing
I'd
pics?
love to see.
And Shannon, take us through what goes through your mind and the composition of these things, because I would imagine you have very little time to think, oh, look at that.
Oh, there it is.
So these are actually photos that were taken by Sam Calder at specifically for the launch event. So when we get to the wildlife photos, you'll actually be able to see some of them are taken in completely different scenarios. So like when we look at the image, this is actually at sunset. It's already going dark.
Look at that lighting.
So as Sandra was talking about the the high dynamic range and the night features, you get images like this. This one with the giraffe specifically, I was over 100 meters away with that shot. So the detail that it captures at that distance is amazing. And the one with the cheetah is my absolute favorite. Like the level of detail in the close-ups, and that just highlights the macro photography capabilities on this phone. So, when I say it's literally like a DSLR in your pocket without having to carry 10 lenses, this is it.
Amazing. I love the fact that I'm kind of removing one of my cameramen's jobs here. Just feeling absolutely beautiful. Guys, I've never looked this good.
Thank you so much. We do appreciate that. But also what I love about it is the burgundy. You know, that
the
burgundy was
colours.
in color. Yeah. So I decided that my nails will be burgundy today to
Good girl.
represent that.
So when you answer the phone,
that is
everybody
good.
can see that you're matching. I love
I'm gonna-
that. Okay, you continue doing that.
I'm gonna
get
see
the
if I can
zoom
get
in on
the,
the plant.
I'm
I
gonna
wanna
get the zoom
that
in on
one
the
over
plant
there.
right down there. I'm not playing around.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
It's beautiful.
I think one thing is clear, the Huawei Pura 80 is just pure more than a smartphone. It is a master of photography. Sandra did say the P is for photography, and Huawei is giving you the chance to win a Huawei Pura 80 valued at 19,999 Rand. And here's how you do it.
Yep, you got to head over to that's the Expresso socials, and tell us this. How the 1-inch ultra-large sensor on the Huawei Pura 80 Pro will help you up your photography game. We've given you a little gem or two in this conversation, and of course using hashtag Huawei Pura 80 to qualify you, and of course hashtag the master of photography in that answer.
Well, listen up. This competition closes on the 8th of August, 2025.
Get on
It's
it.
knocking. It's around the corner. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com, and you want to get to entering because this is a masterpiece right here. In fact, it's perfection. Oh, look at that.
Oh, man.
Zooming in of that plant. Losing
That is crazy.
0.
And go,
Look at the
and
color.
go, and go. Okay, we're going to start seeing the insects in the plant now. It's the stability for me that is mind-blowing.
28 times zoom so far.
Get out.
Fantastic.
Wow, that is crazy. Well, just, check
Brace
who's
yourself.
filming from where is all I'm saying today. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much to the Huawei team. We'll see you on the other side.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It's almost like we never left. And we are back in the kitchen because we love this space, especially when you smell things like this. Press the smell button on your TV right now. Who says Wednesdays have to be boring? Definitely not us. Today is Pizza Wednesday. It's a thing. It's our favorite day of the week, proudly shared with Woolworths. And thanks to their delicious range of stone-baked pizzas, yep, you've probably seen them, there is no need to order in. Simply get your hands on these delicious pizzas from Woolies, pop it in the oven, and in just 6 to 8 minutes, you'll be serving up a hot slice of midweek magic. And product developer Talisa Martins is here to share a slice or two. And thank you very much. I'm going to need this more for the eating of the pizza than the cooking of the pizza. I have a feeling. Talisa, how are you, my friend?
Ah, buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Ciao, bella.
This is incredible. So many delicious ingredients in front of us as well. Can you tell us more about this pizza from Woolies and what sets it apart?
One thing I'm going to ask you.
Yes.
Okay. When was the last time you made pizza from scratch?
Never.
Okay, so it's all about the love and the time that it takes to make these pizzas. Our bases are made using Italian flour, and they are fermented for 24 hours. So imagine all that time.
So it's kind of like a sourdough
Yeah,
vibe.
and then imagine Nana stretching the dough and it's stone baked in the oven. So we don't have a nonna, but Woolies have
You are the nonna. Yeah, we can become the nonna.
Yeah, and we use authentic Italian tomatoes in our sauces.
Sure. What prompted this bold move? And I know you guys always make bold moves in this space, but there is something about doing pizza in this way that feels quite South African friendly. I think our palate is ready for this.
Yes, we love the bold flavors. We love innovation. The one product that I would really love to tell you about is our Nduya pizza. I'll call it Nduya pizza, but it's basically this one, which is quite spicy, smoked pepperoni, salami, and it's got beautiful Nduya. I don't know if you know Nduya, which is like a... It's like a pork paste from Calabria.
Oh, we cooked with it last week. It's like salami spread. It's got a bit of crunch. It is delicious.
Yeah, and then it's got spinach in it as well. Yeah.
Okay, I'll have that one.
Therefore, it's healthy. Therefore, the calories don't count.
So
that'll be mine.
Calabrian chili and spinach. Yeah, I'm trying to find it on the display, but that is the one for me.
Okay,
that is the deliciousness.
Well, I think it's going to be the one for me then.
Yes. South African love gutsy, bold flavors. We also have our pincer-style new bases. So currently...
Yes, tell us more, because I can see they all look
there's different bases. So you've got your Napolitana-style pizza, which is bubbly and nice and crispy. And then there's the thin and crispy, which is beautiful. It's got a beautiful thin crust and very crispy. And then we've got the lovely, as I said, your pincer styles, which are smaller and they're great for individual eating, or if you like to try different flavors.
We want to try different flavors.
And
Can we decorate our own?
Yeah, I think so. I think we can ramp them up.
Yeah, you can. I mean, the flavor is there. You just have to top up different pizzas. We've got some pizzas in the oven.
Beautiful.
I'm ready for that.
Let's grab those on out. Let's see what we've got. Nice.
I'm going to try and scoop these guys out as best I
I'm
can.
going to pass them on.
Smells good.
It's all that. Yeah, do you smell
Okay, we've got our ham right
This
there.
is
I think I
ham
probably
and
gave you the
mushroom.
wrong.
So ham and mushroom, we're going to just elevate the freshness a little bit with some rockets.
Yay. So I think we
just
might have
top
swapped
that
our boards
on.
around.
Yeah. This is the 3 cheese and gremolata pincer style pizza.
I think our boards got mixed up, but it's very
There you
sweet.
go.
Oh, wait, hang on, but then we need to swap pizzas. Now you understand.
Okay.
There we go, look.
This is how
we got there eventually.
Okay,
All right.
a type of people will understand, okay? Sometimes it's got to match.
Okay, so the arugula goes on here.
Yes,
The
so
rockets.
this goes on here. It just adds a nice peppery notes and freshness.
Yeah, I love
And then
it.
you're going to add some sun-dried tomatoes on that one. Wow. This sachet goes with that. This is hot honey.
Ooh. I've seen that everywhere.
Hot honey.
Wow.
Yeah, if you haven't had
Is
it.
that infused with a bit of chili, I'm assuming? A bit
It's
of warmth,
honey
eh?
with chili. It's sweetness with spicy. Absolutely delicious.
That smells so good.
And then you just add some avocado on there. We've got the little sachet, so you can just like drizzle
I'm
on
gonna
the
drizzle it
pizza.
on there.
And it's absolutely delicious.
What's this one? Also chili, or it smells?
Like a
Let's
pesto vibe.
Let's see if you can smell. And
ooh, that's like chili. Is it pesto? Garlic, I was going to say. I'm smelling garlic.
got like a...
Oh, yum. So whose pizza does this go on? Because I will claim it.
It goes on
Yes,
your
thank
pizza.
you.
Well, to be honest, I think you could probably mix and match
You probably
everything
could.
here. The
Yeah.
flavors are so beautiful.
I'm not going to add any more on here.
That is a
because this is just,
gremolata oil.
Oh, there you
I dipped into my encyclopedic culinary knowledge. I like the pop of freshness, a little bit of herbaceousness to kind of offset the
and it offsets
unctuousness.
the cheese. So there's 3 cheeses in here. So it just offsets that rich
Yeah, the funkiness.
flavor.
Oh, girl, you have
Okay,
done
well,
it.
I'm gonna
Look
put
at
my-
this. Just add some hot honey, and that is beautiful.
Oh,
this is
absolutely
all
wonderful.
about a Pizza Wednesday, and we have got it covered. Shop prepared pizzas from Woolworths, and remember, on Pizza Wednesday, you can buy any 3 for 2. So you could get 3 of these and 1 for free, actually. And that's the one that doesn't count.
And they
when it
freeze
comes to
well as well.
calories. I love it. Freeze well. There's a great tip. T's and C's, of course, can be found online. Get them in store now. This smells good. I'm sure it tastes even
I
better.
would recommend with your 3-4, get this.
Yeah.
Get these 3. Absolutely
3
amazing.
for 2. Yum.
Need a pizza
We
cutter.
do.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Big news. You could hit it major lucky if you play Lotto, Lotto plus 1 and Lotto plus 2 today. Why? 34 million rand. That's why. That's in our jackpot, so please don't get left behind. Play your Lotto for 23 million, Lotto plus 1 for 3 million, Lotto plus 2 for 8 million rand today.
That's a lot of millions to be won. So
Sure.
head and buy your tickets now in store. Head to the website nationallottery.co.za, or you could go to the mobile app, go to your cell phone banking, or simply just dial *120 *7529# for USSD.
Or you can head over to our social pages and get all of those details again if you need them. But just whatever you do, make sure you put yourself in the running to win big. Play your Lotto, Lotto plus 1 and Lotto plus 2 for 34 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. You know what? That makes me feel like breaking a world record.
Do
Can we?
it. So let's get into another performance to close off a Wednesday with the Marimba Jam. Take it away.
They could have carried on all day. Why? Because they're world record breakers. Congratulations to Marimba Jam. We absolutely love them. Take a bow, you beauties. Those are world record holders.
Love it.
According to the Guinness
Well done.
Book of World Records. Well
Absolutely
done.
stunning,
Thank you so much to
man.
all of our guests today. Amazing food. I mean,
Ooh.
look at this. Thank you for joining the Culinary Hotline Buzz today.
It was good. A cheese platter, a tartar, and a snook pate. Pair it up with some pizza. We have got a record-breaking, definite meal before us. And let's give it up for the Marimba Jam
In
once
fact, can you play us out, you beauties? Have an amazing day. We love you. Adios.
Another feel-good production.